Some of the content of Patriots Unfiltered may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
The world's original podcast.
Welcome to Patriots Unfiltered.
The AFC's wide open. It's a pretty even field. There's going to be a loser in every one of these games, and it's going to come down to bad call or turnover or or whatever.
I'm so proud of you, Fred. That was right out of my playbook.
Not being outplayed. It's going to come down to
bad call.
Right.
And Fred, you know that I spent a lot of my time not only rooting for the Boston teams, but rooting for Northeastern, which means I have a lot of losing and a lot of calloused day after games, mentality.
I think the reason why a lot of people are dreading losing this game is because they've heard all year long that this team is fraudulent because of the schedule that they played.
So what?
07, I had a party, and final whistle, I just took the balloon, I popped it, and I went to my room. The first 5 minutes talking about it might be disappointing if the Patriots lose, and now we're talking about two other teams that if they lose, their coaches might get fired.
Right.
Like, that's how extreme it is for
now
those
that's
teams.
disappointing.
But I think it's
This is Patriots Unfiltered.
Presented by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com.
All right, welcome to Patriots Unfiltered. It is Thursday here at Gillette Stadium, and it's Wild Card week. As you know, we're getting ready for the Los Angeles Chargers. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Is the hay in the barn here at Patriots Unfiltered?
Feels a little surreal this week, I'd say. It just doesn't, it just jump right into it, and it feels like you're still on the treadmill, and that's what I'm. Keep doing what you've been doing, the 3 weeks of show, the pregame, everything, and I don't know. It feels a little surreal right now. I don't think it's quite settled in. There's going to be a giant game here on Sunday night.
Yeah, it is going to be giant. NBC
sure.
bringing a lot of people here.
Yeah?
We're told they're going to be bringing a very large footprint.
Okay.
Cool.
So, cool. You like that?
I'm guessing he doesn't.
No.
Just like, can we just play the game? It's
God.
all this other
I could tell by the tone. I knew he didn't like it.
Just get one VHS camera. That's all we need.
All right,
Just
sick.
play the game.
Like, as long as we got the eye in the sky, I really could care less.
We all have the phone. Just use your phone.
Just phone.
Just video it.
I think if Evan could just play this out in like a computer, he'd rather do that.
Sim. Well, what do you say?
I'd rather just play the game and not deal with all the other nonsense.
Yeah, but that's part of the fun. We're back in the mix, Evan.
Yeah.
Like, you're too young. You weren't here when we were in the middle of it. Every year, like, you're the team.
I'm not that young.
You're in
What
the
do you mean?
conversation
I was at the
every
Super Bowl
year.
in 2001.
Everyone hates us because it's always the Patriots. We're back, baby. We're back.
I literally was physically in New Orleans when they won their first Super Bowl, but I'm too young, apparently.
I'm talking about working here. You're too young. You're not a veteran here yet.
That's true. This is Deuce's
Right.
second playoff,
Right.
Third playoff game.
But,
yeah,
like,
haven't
not-
won one.
Haven't won a playoff game.
This is totally your fault.
Oh, my
I know that
The
goodness.
Justin Herbert of PU.
That's like, is my job on the line on Sunday night?
Maybe.
Is that? I
little
mean,
bit.
you're like,
Like,
only
you
three
might
in the
be the
playoffs,
jinx,
dude.
bro.
You're out.
Could be.
I can't get my team to win a playoff game.
Come on.
Great regular
Come on.
season player.
Great.
I don't want you
Great.
anywhere near them
We
for
got
the rest
12.
of
We
the
got
week.
past 12 wins.
I hope you're as sick and tired of not winning a playoff game as you are 12 and 4 seasons.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's why
That's
I got
why
us
we
to
jumped up
14
to
this
14.
year. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, all right.
Special.
So, do we feel any different
Yes.
about the
You guys are making
Chargers
me feel
today
better.
than we did on Tuesday?
You guys are making me feel better. You three, and I got sort of bashed around a little bit yesterday. Like,
The Princess of Positivity on the Sports Hub. Where
like I figure if those two guys, can be like this, then maybe I'm worrying a little bit too much about some of the
They're
things the
doing
Chargers
it,
do.
but they're doing it as a work. Like, they're doing it so that if the Patriots
Let's
lose,
leave them out of it. You guys are
They
making
can
me
bash
feel
the
better.
Right.
You
Oh,
guys are making me feel better.
What a failure.
Yeah, well, I would say a little bit of injury news just from yesterday with the reports, and Kyrus Tonga being the one who didn't come back. So that is something to monitor. But Omari and Hampton did not practice. There were a couple other guys, but they were rest. I know Khalil Mack was among them.
Yeah, illnesses.
And the illnesses were the rest for the Patriots. But I think those are two significant ones just for the Patriots. Tonga, I mean, they're kind of related, right? It's like Tonga, the run stopper on one side, and the running back on the other with Hampton. So we'll see. I mean, he's a good player. I don't know. I kind of watched him early in the year, and I really thought he was really good. And then as I watched more and towards the end of the season, I'm like, he's okay. I don't know how you guys felt about him, but
I like him.
He's okay.
He missed a big chunk in the middle of the season. That's hard for a rookie. But I came to the conclusion that maybe that I'm so impressed with some of the numbers that the Chargers defense has.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking into consideration the amount of time the Chargers offense holds the ball.
That's a good
I
point.
sort of talked myself into this during my hour
like
yesterday on sunshine.com. I wonder if maybe I'm overrating the Chargers defense a little bit because I think the Chargers were second in the league, or some places they're first in the league. I don't know how that number changes.
Times per drive,
but
total time of possession.
I leave that to you and your ilk.
We had a very lengthy conversation about this yesterday, to the point where I think I'm just going to ask, because they're number 2 in time of possession everywhere, and then Vrabel keeps on referencing that they're number 1 in some metric. So does like Stretch have like a secret like time of possession metric that they use, or like what's going on?
Is it time per drive maybe? Like
Nope, they're number 2 in that too.
on that?
1-2. I mean, it's probably close, right?
It's about 30 seconds difference between them and Buffalo.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that protects the defense.
It makes me want to go back and
makes
look.
the defense's numbers a little bit better than they really are.
It makes me want to go back and look at games where maybe time of possession was more even, or maybe even skewed to the other team, and how did the defense perform in
That
those?
sounds like it's work.
I think one of the underrated aspects of this game that the Patriots need to get right in order to win is communication on defense.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm hoping the return of Spillane will help, because the way that they keep the ball is, it's nickel and dime you down the field. Right? They're not hitting big play. They're not an explosive offense. They're just very efficient, and they convert third downs. And I think that middle of the field, you need someone out there that's keeping everybody on the same page, because they'll put you in a blender. They'll mix around. He'll distribute the ball to any one of his receivers. He doesn't force it to any one guy. Yeah. So you've got to be on your toes.
I mean, when was the last time this defense, as it will be constituted on Sunday night, all played together? I mean, you got to go back before the bye. So I agree with your point. And the question for me is, does it just resume and we pick it right up and everybody's on the same page and the rush is coordinated? And, Evan and I shot our preview, and trying to challenge these backup offensive linemen for the Chargers, you want to, run stunts, but we've also seen times recently, miscommunications, guys don't get the call. You blow a corner, you blow the edge, and Josh Allen steps out and converts a big touchdown, in long yardage. So, I think it's really interesting. And it goes back to the main point for me of just, what do they look like? These new guys coming right back in after a few weeks off. Are they rusty, or are they ready to go?
Yeah, I would think, with Spillane being a veteran and everything, I think he'll be ready.
He seems ready.
It's like riding a bike for him.
Yeah.
He'll get right back up on it.
Yeah, he will lead them.
Yeah, he will lead. He will lead.
Yeah, no, it feels like they live in like third and short and third and medium.
Somebody should watch all of them.
Yeah, and it feels like that's what they live in, because like they
on time.
It's just that's the way that they kind of drive the ball. Is it's 1st and 10 becomes 2nd and 5, and 2nd and 5 becomes 3rd and 1, and 3rd and 1 becomes a first down.
Yep.
And it's just over and over and over again, and that's sort of the cycle that you want to try to break. And to me though, I think it kind of starts with the Patriots offense. Like if the Patriots offense can put some points on the board early and get the Chargers to have to playoff schedule, that's when you start to, kind of expose that offensive line to drop back passing, and the play action kind of goes away, and the run game kind of goes away. And now you're in the fourth quarter, and Justin Herbert's dropping back for the 45th time in the game. Like that's where you want to get this Chargers team. You want to make them play from behind. You don't want to let them control the tempo of the game, because they want to grind you out. They want to choke you out and possess the ball and keep the score down.
Do you dare them to beat you long and just crash down and cover everything short, be aggressive? Because they're going to try to get the ball out of Herbert's hand, because they know that their offensive line is a little weak. So
I like how you're thinking. I mean, it's definitely a little risky, but go be aggressive.
Dare Quentin Johnston to beat him.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. You got to watch out for him.
He might not catch it because he's a little inconsistent. He's not quite A.D. Mitchell inconsistent. He's a lot better than that, but he does have some occasional drops. But he can get behind you. He can run.
Yeah.
So okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and just to Evan's point about the 2nd and 5, 3rd and 1, the Chargers are really good on third down. They've attempted like 52 more third downs than the Patriots. So they're comfortable going 3 plays at a time to get a first down. The Patriots have obviously been more explosive with Mays downfield passing. They haven't needed as many third downs.
Yeah, number 4 in plays per drive. So
There you go.
They're holding the ball. They're running a lot of plays.
So on my long commute, as often I do, I have time to muse.
And we thank you for your service.
Yeah. And one of the things I was thinking about is the chess game that this game will be. And you've got Drake May, who's never been in this position before, never been in an NFL playoff game. And we've seen at times during the season where early in games he's maybe a little bit too much adrenaline, overthrowing.
Yep.
So I'm the Chargers defensive coordinator, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, how are the Patriots going to handle May in this game? And will they say, okay, we want to get him comfortable early, so we're going to set him up with some short passes, get some early successes to kind of, calm him down a little bit.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, they do what I think the Patriots might do is we're going to crash down. We're going to take away those short throws. We're going to, have some incompletions early to maybe rattle his confidence. Then I'm going to Josh McDaniels, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to set him up with early success, but I know that we want to do that. So let's take some early shots. So that's what I'm thinking.
This is exactly how you lose football games, Brett. Because you can't you gotta take what they give you, right? Like if you start to get into this pretzel of well, they think we're gonna do this, and then we think we're gonna do that.
So how would you handle a first-time quarterback like Drake May, who's never been in a playoff game?
I get him outside the pocket. I try to move the pocket first couple throws, get him out on the perimeter, let him use his legs a little bit. I know that this is going to sound weird, but maybe let him get hit and just let him, you got to get him into the game, and I think that, that's what I would do is I would try to give him some bunnies early on. Can you get him on a bootleg, get him outside the pocket? He dumps it to Hunter Henry in the flat for, positive yards and now you're rolling, or he runs with it.
What about first play, a design run for him?
That too. That could work too. I mean, there's definitely conversations about different quarterbacks and how they handle that amped up energy early on, and a lot of them say that getting hit or getting your legs involved and kind of getting moving is big. And I think that we talked about it on the preview, avoiding 3 and out on the first drive feels like such a big thing for this team because you want to get him into a rhythm and get him calmed down and into the game. Yeah. And I think that if the Chargers defense, they force a ton of 3 and outs. And if you kind of get into a game where they go 3 and out and the Chargers go on one of these 10, 12 play drives and the whole first quarter is over and Drake Mays, is on the sideline the entire time. Yeah. I think that's what you really want to avoid.
Yeah, I like the point though, Fred, and Evan brought it up too. It's just, we've seen that. We've seen May get a little riled up. And as you said, first playoff game, what's it going to look like? Trying to take steps. I think it's a really good thing to keep in mind as you go into the game.
I wouldn't mind taking a shot early, though. I mean, not necessarily saying that don't give him a bunny to get, on the very first play, but I mean, somewhere early on, have him get the ball downfield because I find that he's more accurate when he does that. And then I sort of think that opens things up, from there on. I'm thinking like the Buffalo game, he takes a shot downfield to Booty right away. Yeah. One of those. Not necessarily saying the first pass or the first play, but somewhere in the first quarter.
Yeah. Speaking of Booty,
have him air it out a little bit.
Did you guys read the thing he posted on Players Tribune?
I did.
That was something.
Yeah.
It
was,
I did not.
I just it was just talking about gambling addiction, really. When he was in college, and credit to him for coming out and saying all those things. I mean, I think it's really a big thing. I reading it, I'm like, I got to talk to my kids about this because I think it's becoming a huge problem.
He made a good point. If you go into these casinos, he's right. There's no windows. The climate is made so that you're comfortable, right? They don't want you to know what time it is. There's no clocks on the wall. Yeah. And they want you to get lost in your gambling. And he said the apps are kind of the same thing. You're in your bed at night, lights off. The only thing on is you and your phone, and you're kind of lost in that app. And that's all when you have a problem, that's all you're thinking about.
Yeah.
And he said it is what it is. It's really, he's not making any excuses, but it's dangerous.
No, he really appreciated the support from the organization after it came out. I think it was 2 years ago when all the things he was doing in college. But I also it changed the way I see his journey a little bit. We've talked about how he's, emerged from that guy. He didn't really know where he was going to be as a rookie and didn't get his feet in bounds, all that stuff, to the emergence of what he's been this season. And this added such depth to it, to me, of a guy who not just getting his life in order on the field, but off the field as well, and able to, kind of admit that he had a problem.
And that first year here, he literally walked out of the offensive meeting, got in his car, and said, "I'm not playing anymore.
Yeah,
I'm done. I'm not going to play football anymore." And they talked him back, thank goodness. But he was on the edge of never even playing.
Hard to play for Bill. That was a part of it too.
Yeah,
and that he did adjust to it, but it sounds like he's in a pretty good place right now with how things are going. So
but I would suggest anyone go to Players Tribune and look, just search for Kishon Boutte and read that. It was a really interesting read.
Yeah, I thought him talking about his early days at LSU and his journey it kind of puts into perspective like why he fell to the 6th round and all that kind of stuff, because he was the next guy at LSU early on.
The
in
numbers
his
he
career.
was putting up in some of those games,
and just the recruit, all of it. Like, he was supposed to be the next Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ. Like, he was supposed to be the next LSU wide receiver, and he looked like it as a freshman. And then he broke his ankle, and then he had these off the field problems, and all of a sudden he goes from everybody thought he was going to be a star and be a 1st round pick and all that to a 6th round pick, and it kind of tells you how far his journey has come from there.
But he's one of the surprises this year, I would say.
Yeah. It's interesting. The other point I got from that and some other stuff is just, I think sports gambling, the proliferation of it, is changing the way people watch sports and root for sports, similar to the way that fantasy football did. When you're kind of going away from allegiances to teams, you're going towards players, and now it's even different. You're looking at the odds, you're looking at bets, you're looking at all these different like little micro data points that you're rooting for now, of like a guy to have more than 3 receptions or that kind of thing. So it's just it's tough out there. I'm kind of, in a way, I'm glad that we can't do it, because I'm just not even tempted, because I know it would be easy just to, I'm watching a random Bruins game on a Friday night with nothing to do, and hey, let's put a couple bucks on it.
Might be tapping that app if I didn't work for a team.
Yeah. So. And you do wonder, like, with this stuff, like with these new like Polymarket and stuff, like those betting apps where you can bet on like normal things. Like, I was thinking, like, does that affect us too? Like, those are, those are like bet on what the weather is and stupid stuff like that.
Oh god,
Kalshi and
you can bet on anything.
Yeah,
those things are a problem. Yeah. Like, this is a totally different conversation, but
take your money.
Those things need to be regulated. We put it that way.
But good for Booty.
People just need to be careful.
Polymarket is. And those are bad news. Yeah. Like, if you read some of the stuff about it, it's bad.
There's just some people that are more susceptible to that than others.
Plus it's usually rigged.
It is.
I mean, there's no question.
But if you have a compulsive personality, whatever it is, you're going to fall into that trap.
And that was Booty. It's like all his NIL.
I had a million friends growing up.
Yeah.
I know it's easier now. And Mike is right. There's more options in terms, player prop bets and all that kind of stuff. But I could give you at least a couple of dozen kids in the 80s that had real serious problems.
Yeah.
It's an addiction.
Oh yeah.
It's just like alcoholism or any kind of drug abuse. It's a compulsive behavior, and it's absolutely an addictive personality trait that I guess anybody could have.
Yeah.
It's hard to deal with.
I met this kid from BU who the bookie took his car.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took his car. Yeah.
I had a kid that I played baseball with in high school that literally every Friday they would come to his house. They would come to his work, get his check, go to the bank, give him $20, and they'd take the rest until he was paid up.
Wow. Yeah.
And that went on for a long time. And this is like a young adult who was living off of $20 a week.
Yeah.
Because the bookie was taking the rest.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do? Go to the cops?
Right. Right.
No.
Yep. So
bet on the Patriots.
Just thought I'd bring that up because
I like the Patriots with the 3.5.
Booty's name got mentioned, and our picks are for entertainment purposes only.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Especially on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And more.
He's an X factor in this game if we want to get it back to football and not talk about gambling addiction.
Well, I keep thinking, you keep talking about all the quarter stuff and then the whole big buzzword with quarters this year was, you throw deep on the quarters, right?
Yep.
So
yeah, him and Kyle Williams on the outside,
Yeah.
I think, is a big part of this game. I
Yeah.
think those two guys are going to have opportunities, one-on-one coverage down the field, and against St. Juice or Cam Hart or Dante Jackson, and if they can win those matchups, even it doesn't have to be when you're catching 60-yard bombs, you don't have to win 10 of them. You just have to win 1 or 2, and that can really tilt the game. So I'm sure when Drake May sees quarters backside, he's throwing that thing over the top. I can tell you that.
When Big Head Andy Hart was on the show, we used to talk about games declaring themselves, after the first quarter or whatever. But I found this year with Patriots games haven't really been declaring themselves always. Like, there's been roller coasters and been shifts and things change. But do you think this game will declare itself early?
I want to think about that for a second, because I think to Evan's point, what's in my head is that I hope it doesn't, because I think sometimes the Patriots need a little bit of a runway to get warmed up a little bit. I don't know. And this is just all kind of based on my foggy memories of each of these games. But, Evan's thing with a team that wants to possess the ball, and, I can handle it if the Patriots defense goes 3 and out, but then they force a punt. But, it just, you cannot let the game declare itself that the Chargers are going to have no problem executing 10, 12 play drives.
Well, will there be a first drive touchdown by the Chargers? You think?
No.
No.
I don't.
I'm kind of with Paul, but maybe that's just because I don't really respect Greg Roman all that much. But I think that it's one of those games where I've seen the Chargers all in play all their big games down the stretch here at this point, and they tend to flip a switch at some point in the middle of the game defensively, and they start to ratchet up the heat on the quarterback. And that's, I think, what's really I'm waiting for. Like, I think early on they kind of do what Fred's talking about. They kind of just let the opponent get out of their script and get it out of their system, and then they would start to get a little bit more aggressive as the game wears on, and almost kind of like lull you into that, where where now all of a sudden, like, the whole thing changed, and now they're just sending a lot of pressure at the quarterback. So that's I think what talking to some of the players yesterday, Diggs and some of the receivers, that's what they're kind of expecting, is that the Chargers are gonna kind of come out in this game in soft zone and kind of let the Patriots get their scripted plays out of their system, and then Jesse Minter's like real game plan will start somewhere around halftime, and that's when they're going to have to be really ready for.
What do you think takes the Chargers out of what they want to do more, like throwing deep, an effective run game? How do you get them out of what they want to do?
I think you got to play
a lead.
I think getting offensively, but defensively, they aren't really built, I don't think, to play a ton of man coverage. Like, I don't think they have the personnel to morph into like a man coverage defense. So if the Patriots are scheming open receivers in their zones, and Josh McDaniels is in his bag and he's finding ways to get guys open, what do they do? Now, historically, it's pressure. Like, they just start bringing pressure and try to heat the quarterback up. But Drake May's been great against the blitz this year, and the Patriots have had answers for the most part against that. So can you get them to have to play a little bit more man to man than maybe they want to? I don't know if they're really built for that. They're more built as a zone defense.
Well, on their offensive side for the Chargers, a guy named Bill Belichick was on the Let's Go podcast. He's back on now that this season's over, and he was talking about all the matchups, and of this one, he said that the Chargers aren't built as a team to come from behind, like that they're not good at that. So
almost like someone said, score a lot early.
So if you can, if you get the lead on them and start, they become one-dimensional. They're kind of cooked.
Yeah,
they're cooked.
I was impressed with that. I really was. I was impressed with that.
It's not like we've been.
He says with a lot of sarcasm.
Seven subs on the offensive line. They don't want to throw it 45 times. That's interesting. It was an embarrassment.
You think so?
He talked about every playoff game. Talked about every playoff team except for one.
I know.
It was an embarrassment again.
That part of it was
in two full years of embarrassments. He added another one to the mix.
That part of it was
with an analysis that Beth Perillo could have easily provided. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Their tackles are out of it on the offensive line. You don't want to have Justin Herbert dropping back 45 times. They're not built for that. Thanks. Thanks for playing. Not one mention of Drake May, the MVP of the league. Not one mention.
Oh, that he stunk coming out of college.
Not one mention.
No, that was kind of weird. I agree. That part of it was
I know it's
embarrassing.
weird me playing the role of wall defender, but that was an embarrassment.
Yeah.
That
Is he,
really was.
Is he going to get any interviews this cycle, we think?
I don't
There was
know,
some
man.
smoke earlier. I think like in December, we had some reports that there are teams interested. Well, now is the time when you actually see that. I don't know if I've...
I guess I'm just confused as to like what is the smoke? Like, he has a job. He's coaching North Carolina. So unless he makes it clear that he wants out of North Carolina and he wants back
if
into
someone
the NFL,
wanted him, they would contact him, and then he would say, well, no, I have a job, or, oh, yeah, I'm interested in talking about that. I just come back to the same thing. For 2 full years, anybody could have hired him, anybody that
Well,
had
that's
an
my
opening.
point.
No one wanted him. One team talked to him. And in the 2 years that have transpired, there's been nothing but one misstep after the next. And now everybody's going to want him. I never say never, because I think some of these owners in these leagues, all leagues, not just the NFL, make really curious decisions. Who could, I mean, not to cross sports, as Felger and Maz always say, but how could you ever predict a guy who is a fairly accomplished NBA player like Trae Young wants to go to the Washington Wizards, one of the worst teams in the NBA? I have no accounting for these decisions that guys can make sometimes. Someone might say that Bill's the guy, but he's done nothing but hurt his coaching legacy, not just off field. I'm not talking about the clown show off the field. I'm talking about his coaching. No one wanted him for 2 years, and he's done nothing really to change anybody's mind and make them think, oh, geez, I wish we had done that instead of what we did.
that's sort of what my point was just
Yeah.
like what has changed about the situation that now all of a sudden somebody's going to be super
Absence
interested.
makes the heart grow fonder.
Absence of
Not
what?
in this case. He's not absent. He's in the news every other day.
He's on the Let's Go podcast.
Talking about, anybody but the MVP.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, guys.
Trey Young had no
How
other
you
option.
doing?
I'm doing well. How are y'all?
All right.
No, he wanted to go to Washington after he found out he had no other options.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Trae Young?
Yeah. Trey Young was like, I actually want to go to all these contenders, and then like nobody wanted him, and so then he was like, I'll go to the Wizards. Like,
Oh, I thought
yeah,
he wanted to go to Washington. That was the
No.
Mark Stein report
This
that
is
I saw
like
yesterday.
where we got some casual people in this market with the NBA.
I am casual, but I was reading Mark Stein. I thought he was an insider.
Anyways,
I'm not.
I
Since we're
digress.
talking about things not Patriot, we might as well mention that Mike McDaniel got canned from
Yeah,
the
another one.
Dolphins.
So that's
Out.
8 now, right?
Yeah,
8 openings.
that's pretty wild.
8.
It is.
That's a
and
quarter.
like notable ones.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that I know it seems self-centered, but do you think that the success that these first-time head coaches are having, Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, Mike Vrabel, are getting more teams even more impatient?
I don't.
No,
I think there's 8 every year.
really?
On average, there's 8 every year.
Yeah. I also don't
kinda.
think
You
like,
last- quarter of the
about
league?
You last 3 years, and on the 4th year, if you're not the guy, you're gone.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
also think in this one, like Harbaugh, Stefanski, like McDaniel, like those guys have been in their jobs
Right.
for a little while.
Yeah.
like this
They're
isn't
not.
like
They're not getting let go because Liam Cohen had a good first
this
year.
wasn't a one and done
Yeah.
situation.
You don't think that puts pressure on them to we got to do something?
I think losing puts
Or
pressure.
we can't
on
stick
them.
with this guy. We've got to get somebody new.
I mean,
No.
Dable was with the Giants for 3 years, right? Like it's not like
Yeah.
these guys were all.
This was his 4th year.
yeah.
Yeah. They're not necessarily, like, to me, that would be Aaron Glenn if he gets let go. Well, you had a year. Well, Liam Cohen only had a year. Why can't you do what he did? You got to go.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is like, I mean, forget Harbaugh, because obviously that's an anomaly. But McDaniel, Dable, Stefanski, all been there 4 years, 5. Stefanski longer.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
even
not-
Raheem Morris got multiple years, and
He got 2 years,
Yeah.
right? So he would be closer to what you're talking about, Fred. Maybe they're the ones that regret Belichick. Maybe they're going to revisit.
Oh.
Imagine
That's
that,
the
though.
only team.
Boy.
That's the only
After
team that talked to
everything
him.
that
Talk
happened,
about-
if
yeah.
they were like, you know what, just kidding.
There's your guy.
Come on down.
There's your landing spot.
But see, then now Belichick has all the leverage, and he
What
would
does
just
Jordan do
clean
with
house.
that?
Defensive
those
coordinator.
t-shirts that she was trolling them with.
Yeah, exactly.
She'd have to throw them out.
Yeah, I think that bridge is burned a little bit.
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah.
It's interesting though who's going to end up in Miami and what that job now entails when you look at what the Patriots and Bills are doing and
It's always an interesting job because they do have deep pockets.
Yeah.
And
Will Tua
Evan-
be
No
their
quarterback
starting
though. What do they
this
do about
year?
the quarterback?
Yeah. Will he be
Fine
their
one.
starting quarterback? I don't think
No.
so either.
He will not be. The
I think they'll
starting
figure out the
quarterback.
money, and
Yeah,
I think they'd rather go with Ewers over him.
Yeah, I bet you Tua lands somewhere as like a 1B kind of situation, maybe
He'll
where
compete
it's,
with somebody
but like,
somewhere,
because
yeah.
what Daniel Jones is a free agent, right? So maybe Indy resigns him, and they get Tua, and they
I'm not
hope that one of them can
Tua
stay
is
healthy.
done yet
You mean in the
Who's-
league or in
Tua?
Miami?
in Miami.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
I'm pretty convinced that
they
he's
just
done
don't.
in Miami.
I mean, like maybe the relationship is burned, and I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know, but
Big money, right?
There's just not a lot of options. Like it's not one of those years where there's like 5 quarterbacks in the draft that you have all these
Mac
options.
Jones and
No.
Malik Willis.
But I think
Yeah.
that they've decided that he's not their
Sure.
guy.
Like
Now,
you know,
to your
is
point,
a
the-
Lamar
I feel
trade
like Tua
possible
lost the
for,
locker
but-
room.
And to your point,
Like halfway through the year.
relationships- Yeah, what just the
Right, which
locker
is
room?
right.
Yeah,
the,
Tua.
the
They
relationship
turned on their own
thing
quarterback.
is what is the unknown. But you know, right now in the draft, it's Mendoza and that's it. Like everybody else is kind of a project quarterback, and then you know, I guess like they could trade for Lamar, but that's like a real like you know firework.
strap
thing.
everything to
This
that.
isn't a good quarterback class. I like Dante Moore too, and I a little bit less on Ty Simpson, but it's not a great class. But I would just look at it as I don't want Tua anymore if I'm Miami.
That's
and,
fair.
And I think that that's what they've decided. But to your point about the relationships, all the guys that he had bad relationships with are now gone.
Yeah, I don't know that.
The staff and the you know the personnel department. So
Fans
Who
love
knows?
that.
Not
But
the
they
teammates
tend to
necessarily.
swing big in Miami. Like they have you know the owners have got deep pockets, and it's you know
I like your Lamar Jackson.
it's an attractive place to play for a player. So it's
They brought in Aikman as a consultant. One of his roles, you think, will be analyzing who the next quarterback should be?
sounds like he's in on the GM
Yeah.
interviews. I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's hard. It's not a great year to need a quarterback. There isn't even really like that like Sam Darnold, you know, thing to like that kind of guy. Like I don't know really where you turn unless Daniel Jones maybe. Like
There's a couple options, you know, and who knows, like if they, you know, would someone take a shot at Kyler Murray for a second go round?
Yeah, I thought of that one too.
You know, Daniel Jones, as you mentioned.
With the
Mac-
Falcons, get
Mac
rid of Kirk
Jones.
Cousins.
Yeah.
Mac Jones.
Mac
Malik
Jones
Willis.
saved
Kirk
the
Cousins
Niners
done
season.
like
Yeah.
dirt.
Mac.
But Mac Jones might be able, I mean, he's under contract. You'd have to trade for him, but he's a guy that could get a second act somewhere.
He doesn't inspire
I'd rather
confidence.
No, he doesn't. But like he somehow kept them
I would rather
afloat
have
for
Tua than
weeks.
Yeah.
At least when Tua's upright, like
Yeah.
he's been productive and won games.
I
in the
like
league.
I like Tua more than Mac Jones too. I just feel like Miami has decided
Sure.
they're done with Tua.
Well, what do you guys think of
I might
Malik
like Mac
Willis, though?
Jones better.
A lot of people talking Malik Willis is. I know Dan
Malik
Orlovsky
Willis is
said that
another
Malik
one.
Willis is
Yeah.
gonna cash in.
that's another one that could get a second act somewhere.
I think Malik Willis will get a chance to compete to be the starter somewhere. You're not like handing
Yeah.
him the job without any practice.
Yeah,
or anything
Orlovsky
like
seems
that.
convinced.
Well, the backup money has gone up a lot, and
40 to 50 million.
yeah, for over like
Oh.
What a
over the
life.
course of
he
multiple,
thinks Malik Willis is going to get 40 or 50 million
over the course of multiple years.
All right.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like
12
as the
years.
a year.
No, like I think that's actually
Yeah.
not totally out of the realm of possibility over like a 2 or 3 year contract.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of where that fringe starter
Escalators
backup money.
and that
I
kind
was
of
just like
stuff.
40, 50 million. That's like kind of front end starter.
No.
It's not high
He phrased
end,
the tweet
but-
poorly.
All
Okay.
right.
And then clarified on.
I missed the
TV.
clarification.
But yeah, if you're talking 2 or 3 year deal, so 15 million a year.
Yeah,
I could see-
incentives
I
if
could
you
see
start
that.
X amount of games, and et
Right.
cetera, et
I
cetera.
could see that.
Yeah.
All right, 855-PATS-500 is the hotline. Let's get everyone involved because, we do have picks. We have a lot to do today. Anything else going on today that we need to talk about?
No, we're from Josh and defensive coaches this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll get our second participation report today, so that'll be interesting to see if the guys that are sick are back.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was encouraging yesterday. I mean, obviously Tonga being out isn't ideal, but this isn't really one of the games where I would anticipate like it being a big Tonga game anyways. So I was pretty. I mean, everybody's back. Spillane talked yesterday, said that this was the target all along, was to be back for the playoffs, and he feels like he's ready to go. And Landry is back out there. So the one interesting thing I do think is, what do you do at left guard? And if Jared Wilson's cleared, like, do you put him back in, or do you stick with Ben Brown and kind of ride a hot hand with Ben Brown a little bit, who we talked to? Yeah.
We talked to you yesterday. That'll probably be coming up at the halftime interval.
So that is something that that's coming up. All
Are
right.
we worried about the flu?
If it was like Friday, then maybe. But
A lot of
it
people
seems like
have
this
it.
hit it
I don't
early in the
know.
week.
I heard it's hitting people really hard.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know for a fact that they have the flu. We know that
You're
they're
right.
sick.
I was in CVS yesterday, and this guy in front of me was like,
jeez.
talking to the lady, and he's like, my wife got it, and now I got it. I can't even
The
feel my
CVS
head.
here at Patriot Place?
No, down in where I live.
He has a long commute, Alex.
Don't we all? Except for Mike.
That's right.
Must be nice.
I'm going to pop home real quick.
be
I'll be right
nice.
back.
Mike goes home to go to the bathroom.
Literally.
You're not
my
wrong.
throne.
Right.
I like my throne.
Right,
I go
right.
home.
warm.
DJ's in Arizona.
Goes
What's
home
up,
to poop.
DJ? DJ.
Hey, Mr. DJ.
Hey,
Some Sunday replay.
DJ. Okay. Come on. You
play
got
out
to
the
be
game.
I heard
ready.
him, too.
You
I
gotta
thought
be
I
ready.
heard him.
You know who I
Right.
know is going to be ready? Eldred in North Carolina.
Hey, fellas. Hey, lady. How y'all doing?
All
A
right.
little
you doing
suspense there.
Yeah.
Were you just
Hey,
messing with
Fred.
us?
Yeah.
Hey, Fred.
Yeah.
I didn't like you keep me on hold and didn't let me talk yesterday, and that was kind of rude, bro. But
Yeah.
you know what? We family. I forgive you for that one.
What?
Yeah.
Did I do that?
But
We ended the show when
Yeah,
he was
you
on the
did that.
line.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, sometimes you run out of time, Eldred.
Oh.
two things. Didn't y'all? I'm gonna ask y'all a question because everybody was talking the other day about if you lose, how would you feel? But didn't y'all see the look
Right.
in them guys' eyes? They hungry. I don't think they're gonna lose. To be honest with you.
I don't think
You
they
know,
are either.
Yeah, I think we agree
Might
with
be a
you.
rock fight or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't. But the way they looking and acting, you know, I might be our year. And if it does, Graber should get coach of the year for the next 3 years.
There you go.
You know, but other than that, that Cam Newton thing, did y'all see Asante Samuel shoot him down? And,
No.
I did. Yeah, Asante
Oh, right.
was John with him on Twitter. A
Yeah,
little bit.
and Cam Newton's just
Yeah.
he's just sensationalizing things
full
now.
of
I can't believe he believes his own S. Yeah, at this
McClellan.
I don't
point.
think so either.
Yeah.
But the only thing that worries me is the back out the backfield and the tight end, and my boy Quentin Johnson getting behind us.
Yeah.
And Paul, I know you're throwing shots at me, but I still take A.D. Mitchell and Quentin Johnson. You understand?
Oh, I
still
would take my chances with Quentin Johnston. Absolutely. I think he's proven enough that he is what he is. He's a big play threat. I don't think he'd be the centerpiece of your passing game. If he is, you're going to be disappointed. But I think he's made enough plays the last couple of years to, he can be a good part of a good offense. You know who I bet you would love to have him? Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Would love to have a guy on the outside like that.
No,
that
he's a
can-
good compliment to Allen.
that can threaten a defense.
Yeah. I mean, he's not. I don't think he's been first round pick, but he's been
Probably not.
He's been above the line of bust for sure. He's
Yeah.
All right.
He's no A.D. Mitchell.
Come on,
Eldred.
Evan. Come on, Evan.
He's no
Come
A.D.
on,
Mitchell.
Evan.
He runs one route,
No,
Eldred.
no,
What do you want me to say? Like,
Hey, he run more than one route. But
he doesn't. He runs across the field or he runs up the field.
Yeah, he either runs
Like,
goes or deep cross.
yeah,
Deep
like,
cross.
and I'm not
lines.
trying to kill the guy. He's good at it,
over
but,
routes.
like,
It's a
Yeah,
one route
like I
pony.
said, I still take A.D. Mitchell. If I was them all season, I'd give him a third. Because
You give him a
if he
third-round
good, I'd
pick?
Give him a third.
Okay.
Heck yeah, I would. I'm telling
I
you,
like it, Eldred. You're loyal.
If I were the Jets,
appreciate
I'd give a third for someone to
we
take
got
him.
a better quarterback. We got a better quarterback.
Because he's going to teach him how to catch.
Drake can't use that speed, and then like I said, he used guns just to make the darn catches 3 times. Each time. So like I said,
And then he dropped
I'll
him.
take him in a heartbeat. Yeah, though I said he didn't catch him.
Well, that's kind of part of the job.
It's actually
requirements.
wide receiver
No.
As
Like
Bill
I said,
once taught
he
me,
just
I
got
need my
there.
receivers to get open.
and to receive.
To catch the ball.
He'll catch, but like I said, he just got there, Paul. So like I said, you give him an off season with Drake, I guarantee you, it'll be a number 1 deep threat.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna let
He
y'all
knows
go.
how to
I gotta-
take
I
the
gotta pick this
reservation.
load up,
Yeah.
and y'all take care of it.
Get out of
Thanks, Eldred.
Get in
Bye,
front of that
Eldred.
jugs machine.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eldred.
Work on those
Every
hands.
day. Do a little extra.
How about Ethan in Kentucky?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Ethan.
Hey, Ethan, were you named after Ethan Allen? He's from Kentucky, I think.
No, I was named after Ethan Hunt.
thought that was
It's
Vermont.
impossible, sadly.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyway,
Green Mountain.
game Sunday night, first trip to Gillette. Pretty excited. Just wanted to say that. And secondly, I've got caller on caller crime. Like if you're going to call with the game plan, which nobody wants to hear anyway, and it's based off throwing screens while Derwin James is camped out in the box. And anyway, we just don't need that. That's not good. What's Evan going to do? Run out before kickoff? Hey, stop the game. I've got this play a fan gave us that's going to work. Like, come on. 2, Christian LA, give it up, man, dude. No, I feel like you think you're the villain because people are jealous because you have money or whatever it is you do and you live in California. It's just because you're annoying, man. So that's it. I mean, I look forward to the show, but every week having to listen to something like that. That's it.
All right.
No, Eldred, keep it up, man. We love it.
Thanks,
Go back.
Ethan. Okay, Ethan in Kentucky. DJ is back in Arizona.
There we
What's
go.
up, DJ?
Let's go, DJ.
Can y'all hear me?
There we
Yeah.
go.
We can.
Right?
There we go. Hey, everyone. Hope y'all are well.
Yeah.
So I was calling in because I typically listen to y'all show when I'm on the way to work. So I like listening to it and stuff. But, man, sometimes some callers, they'll call and, like, I don't know if their girlfriend don't listen to them, wife or something, but they will call all day. Like, please, like, say what you need to say and then, like, hang up. Like, I love listening to y'all talk and stuff. And, like, I love when customers, like, do, like, Stump the Grump with Paul and stuff like that. But sometimes some people just go on too long. Like, get what you got to say, brother. Get your 2 cents out and then call it a day.
Well, yeah, I
So
mean,
that's all I got. Go Pats. We're going to win it all this year. And we just need, the right path, and we got it.
we got
Have
it.
a blessed day. Take care.
Oh, we got
Thanks, DJ.
Thanks, DJ.
Oh, we
I
got all
can
we
understand
need.
where DJ's coming from. In like some shows, like Paul's shows, they insist on their callers to be concise because they're up against breaks
Sure.
every
Yeah.
10 minutes. We don't have to. So I let people go. We're not in a rush, but
You had one yesterday.
Sometimes
That,
people
sometimes,
just-
yeah, he kept going. I had to cut him off, but I get what the caller's saying is like, have a point, make your point, and hang up and listen.
Agreed.
But sometimes, it's good to keep on so that we can retort.
yeah, I like the back and
Allow
forth
me, yeah.
sometimes. That's why I like when Eldred calls.
What was that call? That's like first time, long time. I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah, that was one of the
All
greatest
time.
calls ever.
I mean, literally,
on
because it was
Felger's
only
show.
5 seconds. I'll take that.
That was the greatest call
That's
ever.
great.
I love when like Felger gets pissed at guys. They're like, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
No pleasantries.
Fine. What's your question?
Or the
Don't
phone
ask me
is
how I'm
bad.
doing.
And now I get the phone.
Oh,
like,
Fred,
yeah.
come on. That's
They had
that's your
somebody
jam.
on yesterday who was literally sounded like he was talking into his pillow. It was like, all right.
Come on.
Kendall's in North Carolina. Hey, Kendall.
Hey, what's going on with y'all?
Hey, Ken.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, if we win the toss Sunday night, would y'all take the ball, try to get a lead, knowing how bad our opening script defense has been, knowing how good the Chargers, wanting to get a lead, knowing how good the Chargers are possessing the ball. That's my first question.
So if you win the toss, do you defer or take the ball?
Defer.
I'm still going to
Defer.
defer.
I still defer.
I love to
Yeah.
defer.
I still defer.
And my second one for Evan, want to ask about Leonard Taylor, number 93. What have you seen? He kind of popped off on me on that.
Leonard Taylor.
Yeah, he's had a.
Lenny
he's-
Taylor too?
I mean, he's made the
Thanks,
most
Kendall.
of some limited snaps in there, and if Tonga's not going to be back, then I would assume that they could elevate him again from the practice squad, and that resets in the playoffs. So you go back down to 0, so they're going to have the flexibility with him in farms again. So yeah, I've been impressed by what I've seen. I mean, it's not much in terms of snap count, but he's made some plays.
Okay.
I think he was a pretty high draft pick too, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't
I
he?
think so.
Yeah.
Jets.
Yeah.
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 Sounds good. Oh, geez. More Drake May nicknames coming in.
Still?
It's unbelievable. Parker writes in, the Patriots being good again is hitting other fan bases differently this time. For years, everyone could explain away the dynasty as a fluke, the greatest coach ever paired with the greatest player ever. Once Brady left, the story became, this is what a rebuild looks like, and rebuilds take forever. But New England turning it around this fast breaks that illusion. It forces fans to confront something uncomfortable. Long rebuilds aren't inevitable, and a decade of irrelevance isn't normal. Seeing the Patriots rebound so quickly as people looking inward at their organizations with more scrutiny and fewer excuses. What once felt what once felt explainable no longer is. The Patriots are back, and it's breaking fan bases across the league.
I think they're the sweethearts of the league right now. I think it's the opposite. It's like this kid is throwing the ball downfield, making all these plays, the MVP. Everybody loves him. Now,
We're a really likable team
do
right
it
now.
4
I
or 5
think.
years in a row, and you become Kansas City, where everybody starts to root against you.
Yeah.
That will happen.
Well,
But
his point isn't that they're rooting against us
he
or they
just said
don't
they're
like
breaking everyone's hearts.
No, his
No,
point was
that's
that
not
they're
the
seeing
point.
how quickly we've
I
rebuilt.
don't think it was quick.
I
It
don't
was
think it
6
was that
years.
quick either.
Yeah, I'm with you, Alex.
Okay,
But I
that's
think
that
the
guy.
longer-
But that's
He is.
his point is like it's making teams look inward at their team and like we should be able to do this too.
I think if you
You
can't get
should.
yourself out of the trench in
Many do.
5 to 7 years, how much of it is incompetence?
Yeah,
how much of it
I
is
agree.
bad decisions and bad drafting?
I'm with Alex.
Hit on the
But
quarterback.
I think it's
100% with
also, you know,
Hit on the quarterback.
they got really lucky that they had the third pick in a 3 quarterback draft. And if you have the third pick this year, there is no Drake May sitting on the board for you to
I get that,
draft
but I'm
him.
talking about incompetence.
Yeah.
I'm with Alex. Like
I
the
hear what you're
Jets, to
saying.
me,
Yeah.
is incompetence. There are a lot of teams that
That's
are
beyond
really good.
incompetence, to be
They,
honest.
they have a handful of down years, and then they get okay again. Like, that can happen. Like, I don't think that you should just, when you lose a really good player, or if you're like at the top, like if Mahomes retires next year, I don't think that you should be resigned for 10 or 12 years of irrelevance in Kansas City. You should be able to figure it out in less than the Jets have done. Like, the Jets is utter incompetence.
yeah.
But there are other teams that have been able to maintain a semblance of competitiveness. The Chiefs are one of them.
The whole
It reflects
nature
on,
Alex Smith
it really
to
reflects on
Mahomes.
ownership, I think,
Well,
and
but-
like just the structure of the organization.
yeah, I always said if you have a bad owner, it's really tough.
Yeah.
But the whole way the NFL is set up is for bad teams to be able to get good quicker.
Yeah, and
That's-
again, there's a difference. If Drake May turns out to be this every year and the Patriots win, say, 3-4 titles over the next 8 years, okay, that's different. That's dominance. That's rare. To be that good, have 5 bad years, and then be that good again. That's rare.
Yeah.
But I think being consistently competitive and good is not that rare in the league. To your point, Fred, it's kind of designed to be like that.
Right.
You shouldn't just bottom out and never be good again, like the Jets. Like that's hard to do.
Well, and the other
Jets
thing I
have
would
had
say,
their
the other thing I would say
Yeah.
to Parker is like, did the Commanders force other teams and fan bases to
Right.
look inward?
Right.
No.
And now, and then this year they take a
Right.
step back.
Right.
And that's, to me, look, this season's been awesome, but it's going to continue to get harder. And I'm not going to live in a place where, we have another dynasty on our hands now. Like, Paul's point, like,
I'm
let's
not
be
dismissing
competitive.
that as a possibility
No,
with how good Drake May is.
But I'm not assuming it. I'm just going to say, let's finish strong this year in the playoffs, and let's build next year and continue to get better next year. To deal with as the schedule gets tougher. The other teams are now gunning for you. You're going to hire a Miami coach, and a big part of that interview is going to be, so Josh Allen, Drake May, what are we going to do? That's got to be part of that conversation.
I want to get back to that where our team is forcing other teams in our division to make bad decisions.
Yeah.
I want to get back to that.
Yeah, I'm with Deuce on this. I feel like
Paul's
you
aside.
gotta,
It's like, you think that happened? Okay.
I do think it happened. I absolutely think it happened.
2026 opponent slate. I just keep looking at that and I'm like, eesh.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna, especially the road games, is gonna be
Trying to live in the moment.
Seattle, Kansas City.
a gauntlet, and not to not live in the moment, but I
They'll
just
be Fred, I'm going to play. They'll be fine.
but just to sit here and think that now they're gonna just be 14-3 every year,
Yeah.
like
Maybe not 14-3.
next
Tough
year,
schedule for
when
them.
you go
13-4.
when
you
you
go.
go to Detroit and when you go to Chicago and you go to Seattle, like it's going to be a lot harder.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot
It will
harder
be.
next year.
It will
them
be.
too.
You never know what happens. So, like, look at this year. We look at that stretch of
Yeah, you
the
do.
Ravens, Cincy, and it was
Different.
much different.
Well,
right?
I think it's going to be harder because I think like Detroit will be back. Like Detroit's going to be good
Kansas
again.
City will
Yeah,
reload.
Sure about that?
You just never
pretty
know.
sure. I
You
mean-
really never know.
No.
Like Detroit
but
was
I-
good this
I
year. and
think
they
You
I
just-
can
feel-
guess, but
I feel pretty comfortable thinking they're going to play more than 3 teams that finish over 500
Yeah.
next year.
Every year, my whole thing about you can't judge a schedule until after the season comes true.
You are, once again, Freddie Fields.
Yeah.
The wise one.
Todd in Rochester, you've been talking about what worries fans about Sunday's game. For me, it would be going 3 and out on the first series, and then the defense gives up a touchdown on the Chargers' first drive, which has been typical this season. when you're playing catch-up all game, and as Paul has suggested, at some point during one of the few of these games, the refs will make some stupid, questionable call.
Ron Torbert? No.
So I would just say, like, I wouldn't want to play from behind. They haven't done that a lot this year. And I wouldn't want to have to play a playoff game, even at home against a team that you think you should beat. I wouldn't want to have to play from behind all day.
No, but it's so easy to.
The start, I can live with the start. I don't want the start.
Yeah, no,
but I can live
it's
with
easy
the
to
start
see that
because
start.
They've done that a number of times, as the emailer said.
Yeah.
But that's different. You know, like falling behind 7-0 after each team has had the ball is not necessarily, a huge concern. But, going at half down 17-7, something like that, I wouldn't feel great. Not that I'm saying they couldn't come back, but I wouldn't feel great about having to play catch-up the whole game.
Yeah, it's kind of the defer thing, too, with having your home crowd for a home playoff game. They should be loud, like right out of the gate. They're going to be lubed up, hopefully, and hopefully that's a challenge, for Herbert in the offense to not string together a 10-12 play drive, pop, 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 right down the field. And, all right, 7-0, Drake. Good luck.
Andrew in North Reading, I was at the game on Sunday, sitting in section 105, and right after the game, I saw a woman walk out of the tunnel sporting the best fit of the day, a maroon coat with a very chic pair of black boots, did a double take, and it was none other than PU's own Alexandra Francisco.
Sounded like I knew where this was going.
Did you see, as soon as she heard a maroon coat, she just gave it a hair flip.
Yeah, I just see the hair.
Who's talking about me?
She's talking about me.
I've had some great outfits this season. I'm just going to say that. I've had some great game day outfits.
I was slaying it. What do you want me to do?
I mean, even
the maroon monochrome was a moment.
Should we talk about the fact that you said that you need to stop buying new outfits for game day, though, the other day? Because
no spend January.
Oh, boy.
No retail in January.
They have things where you can like rent clothes.
They do.
Yeah, Poshmark.
That would be just as much of an issue for me.
Okay.
Because I would like the clothes, and I would say, I'm not returning this. I'm going to buy it.
Okay.
That would be me.
Joseph
with an option to buy.
Joseph K. claims he's the biggest Patriots fan in Hillsboro, Oregon.
Okay.
So who's going to argue with that? Being from Oregon and having followed Herbert his entire college career, it seems like he usually comes up short in the biggest games and moments. It's not always a 3-pick performance like it was in the playoffs for him last year, but for whatever reason, and despite all of his talent, it seems like he struggles to win big games. Good punctuation, too. Good for you, Joseph. Do you think this is more...
It was well punctuated, and you still had trouble...
Make sure you forward that one to me.
Work a semicolon in
The
it.
emailers can have
Do you think this
reference.
is more of an unlucky thing, or do you think Herbert lacks that killer clutch factor? How do you think this plays into our game?
Well, the issue is that your quarterback has the same reputation.
Right.
So
Something's got to give.
Yeah, until we see. I mean, this is both these guys. I feel like are exercising that demon. Jake May has had that in his repertoire. Like he really hasn't had a ton of big games. So like just thinking about like the ACC championship game his sophomore year at North Carolina, they got their doors blown off of them. So it's both these guys kind of have that reputation of being a little bit too cool for school and not playing the best in these like meaningful games.
I definitely feel that about Herbert, and I can't decide yet whether I feel it's unlucky or just.
I feel like you can't say that about Drake yet.
No,
lacks the gene.
You can't compare the college career to what he would be like in the NFL with an NFL team.
No, you can't, and that's definitely true. But that's. We've been talking about it this year about the game-winning drives and the fourth quarter comebacks, and until he did it in Baltimore, it's all I heard about you know, from the people on the other side of it is he's never come from behind, he's never won in the clutch, and that's exactly what they say about Herbert.
Yeah.
Austin in North Carolina, I was speaking with my cousin who's a Carolina fan, and we were talking playoffs and such, and I said, of course, Denver will be playing at home just like every other week. He was so confused and looked at me like I had 3 heads and goes, I'm pretty sure they have the same number of home games that everyone else. I forget not everyone is aware of the Fred Denver conspiracy. So, well, you have to school them, have them listen to this show. And the more you think about it, you're like, you know what? That's right.
Yeah.
It's funny how those bits become like part of your life, like those parasocial relationships you have with podcast hosts and
Going to pizza
whatever
time.
it may
Where?
be.
I'm sure that the first time Fred did the whole Denver road game bit that I bit for it. I'm sure that I was.
yeah.
I'm sure that elicited an argument.
They all play the same amount of home
What are you
games.
talking about?
100%.
Well, actually, they don't because there's 17 games now.
Well,
so
back
some
when they
teams
were
play
arguing
9
about
and
it, it
some
was
teams
6. It was
play-
8 and 8 though.
just semantics.
Some teams go to Europe.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. More calls and emails here on Patriots Unfiltered, and we're going to listen to an interview with Ben Brown.
Yep.
Okay. Whether you're in the game or betting on the game, you'll need a game plan. DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the New England Patriots, provides you with everything you need to build your personal betting game plan so you can get in on all the action while practicing safe bets. Visit DraftKings.com/responsible-gaming to learn more about all the safe betting tools DraftKings has to offer. Hope is here, 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Physically present in Massachusetts. See DraftKings.com/responsible-gaming for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources.
Isn't it time to get exactly what you want? Welcome to Red Hot Deal Days from Verizon, where you get your pick of our best deals. Like My Plan, where you can pick the perks you want and save on every one. For limited time, bring your own phones to a Verizon store and you can get My Plan for our best price ever. Get exactly what you want in your phone plan and only pay for what you need. Bring your phones to your Verizon store today and get My Plan. These deals won't last. It's your Verizon.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right.
DraftKings is all about responsible gaming. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
All right, we're excited now to be joined by Ben Brown, fresh off the practice field there. Ben, how'd it feel to get out there first practice of the week for a playoff game?
Yeah, it felt good. I think there's a lot of energy in the building. I think everyone's excited and a little bit extra focus. And, I think we're excited for some playoff football on Sunday.
I want to take you back first just to last year. I mean, you came here and you started the very first weekend. Just what was that whirlwind like from your perspective, coming into a team for the first time and then all of a sudden you find yourself starting right out of the gate?
Yeah, it was definitely chaotic. Tremendous blessing, though. I mean, I remember I was in the Las Vegas Heat on a Wednesday afternoon, I believe. Got a phone call from my agent that the Patriots want to sign me to the 53. Took a red eye that night, landed in Boston after a 5-hour flight about 6:30 in the morning and got picked up. And they said, all right, we're going to take you to the facility and get ready for practice. I had about 30 minutes of sleep on the plane. So that was fun. And then got there, practiced Thursday, Friday, then Saturday got told I was starting and was able to play some games last year. So it was incredible experience and so blessed to be here.
I mean, just to put a bow on it, sorry, real quick. I mean, now you signed an extension this year with the team. I mean, do you feel like you found a home here?
Yeah, I mean, I love everything about this organization. I really feel like everyone cares about one another here. I feel like everyone's very focused on the same goal here. And, I'm fortunate to be able to be coached by Coach Vrabel and everyone else and also have tremendous teammates in the locker room as well.
I think one of the cool, unique things about you is that you got to play with Drake his rookie year and kind of see this right front and center, almost literally, sometimes of his development. What has that been like to watch him go from the guy that started in Houston with you to where we are now?
Yeah, it's been tremendous. Drake's just such an awesome guy. He's a great leader, phenomenal football player as well. And to see his growth from last year to this year is just, it's such a special thing to be a part of, to see him become the player that he is and be able to lead us, and he'll continue to lead us. But he's a great player, great friend, and yeah.
Enough memory lane. Let's get into the Chargers and the playoffs here a little bit. I think one of the exciting things for us watching you guys down the stretch here is the run game and how you guys have been able to really run the rock and late in the season, January football. Just how big is that for you guys going into the playoffs, and what's kind of clicked for you guys in that regard?
Yeah, absolutely. I think in order to win playoff games, you have to be able to run the ball effectively and efficiently. So that's a big point of emphasis for us for sure. And I think the big thing for us is just everyone being on the same page, having a great game plan every week, everyone knows exactly who we're going towards, and just the guys that are out there as well. I mean, I love all my own line buddies. I love all the running backs, quarterback, wide receivers. Everyone plays a part in the run game, and everyone's bought into that. So that's why it works.
Could you talk a little bit about that chemistry? I mean, it seems like you guys. We have Morgan in here, we have Mike in here, and you guys. I know you have your what is it?
The dinners.
The dinners you have,
Shirley
and the Shirley Temples and stuff.
Sushi, Celtics games.
I mean, you've been a part of a couple different offensive lines. Just how did that all come together? Did you feel it early on, like this is a special group?
Yeah, I think during OTAs and training camp, we started to make that more of an emphasis of spending time away from the facility with one another, whether that's dinners or going to events or anything. And because you really have to build that bond off the field to have it really grow on the field, you know. So I think that's been important to us to spend time away from here and talk on a personal level outside of just football basis 24/7. So we have a great group of guys, and I'm so glad I'm a part of this group.
We hear offensive line coaches say all the time, we want to see our guys to see it through one set of eyes. Did you feel like off the field that helps with the on the field communication and those things pulling it all together?
Yeah, absolutely. I think just having everyone on the same page and just like you said, everyone seeing through the same set of eyes, and everyone has a great understanding of the game plan every single week, and we all use the same language and communicate efficiently and effectively to one another. So I think that's been a big part.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when Will chugged the beer on the Jumbotron? And did you guys put him up to that? Or was that
it seemed prepared. Like they're like ready for the beer right out there.
I mean, he was ready for his opportunity and took advantage of it. So.
That's what you got to do, right?
That's right.
Yeah. What's it like playing next to him last week? A couple times this year, but just seeing him grow and getting to play next to him every week.
Yeah, I mean, he's a special player. He actually grew up an hour away from me. He grew up in Monroe, Louisiana. I grew up in Vicksburg, so it's kind of cool connection that we have right there.
You got some rivalry there, Ole Miss.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But no, Will's a phenomenal player. He's very mature for his age, and he plays at a very high level. He's super competitive as well, and I think that's what we need on this team. So.
I got one more for you, Ben. Just playoff football. We hear all about it. The intensity ratcheting it up. You said it even in the building here. How do you prepare for the energy, for just the level of competition that you're going to face on Sunday night against those Chargers?
Yeah, I think the big thing is to, understand that it's going to be a great environment. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be excitement, everything. But as Coach Vrabes had said the other day, we're not going to change the recipe. We understand what we need to do to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish. So I think just maintaining the same level of consistency that we have throughout the year.
What stands out to you about the Chargers?
Yeah, I think they're really good up front. They make it difficult to run the ball. They're strong. They've got some fast guys, and they mix in a lot of movement as well. So it'll be a challenge for us, but we're excited.
Awesome. Well, Ben, thanks. Too. Yeah, we're excited too. Thanks so much for joining us, and good luck Sunday.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And now, great moments in history.
We're chomping at the bit, getting ready for the season. Is it champing or chomping at the bit, Eric?
Chomping. That's a good question, Fred. I've always heard it as chomping, but it's spelled champing. So I don't know. I really don't know which one is accurate.
I think it's champing.
I did not know that.
Is it butt naked or buck naked? I've always wondered.
No, it's a good one. I'm looking at you with a blank stare because I don't know the answer.
That's a great one.
I think it's buck, isn't it?
Buck naked?
Buck naked.
Isn't it buck?
So who's a buck? Like a
buck?
deer?
Butt naked? Or
As in a deer is naked and you're like a buck?
But wouldn't butt naked make more sense?
Ooh.
It
wow,
would.
This is a whole topic. I have it right now. This is a whole topic on Merriam-Webster.com. While both buck naked and butt naked are used to describe someone who is fully nude, buck naked is the older of the pair.
Buck naked.
Buck naked.
But what about the champing and the chomping?
That's another great moment from Patriots Unfiltered.
All right. It's time for the Copilot question of the week, presented by Microsoft Copilot, where every day is game day and where every decision is powered by insight, innovation, and innovation. Microsoft technology helps to make decisions faster, insight sharper, and strategies more adaptive. So, guys, usually I'm asking you the question, but today I just want to ask Microsoft Copilot the question. how will the Patriots and Chargers game unfold? And it's quite a detailed response. So I'll give you kind of the overview of it, but it sounds a lot like Evan, but I don't know how close this is going to be.
In depth as Belichick's analysis was?
I just need the cliff notes.
A little deeper. I'll just give you the cliff notes, but really the question is Microsoft Copilot a ball knower? So let's start with the first quarter. Expect New England to open deliberately and structurally, whatever that means. Heavy 12 personnel and condensed formations force the Chargers out of dime. Do they play a lot of dime? I'm not sure. Drake May operates in the quick game, glances, flats, option routes to neutralize the pressure. The Chargers respond conservatively early, testing the Patriots' coverage structure, but prioritizing ball security. This is like a word salad right now. Patriots 10-3 after the first quarter. And then they're going to go on
at halftime. Play with the lead. Play with
17-10. But in the third quarter, they say momentum swings and the margin narrows as expect Jim Harbaugh's best stretch here. Tempo packages and screen setup slow New England's pressure disguises. One long Chargers drive ends in points, likely a field goal. But the Patriots are going to hang on. The matchups that will decide the game, according to Microsoft Copilot, are the Chargers OL against the Patriots pressure disguise. Okay, fair enough. Probably right.
That, yeah.
Patriots
should win that one.
Patriots RBs and tight ends versus Chargers sub packages. I don't know about that one. Early down success rate, kind of like that. If New England stays in 2nd and 5 or better, they control tempo and win the possession game. If the Chargers create early negative plays, the variance spikes. Last one here, explosive plays. Los Angeles likely needs 2 or more chunk plays, 20-plus yards to offset New England's time of possession advantage. So final score, Patriots 27, Chargers 20, according to Microsoft
I like it.
Copilot.
So Copilot, I'm sorry, Alex, go ahead.
Copilot, I think, is very smart.
I was just gonna say, what did the Madden sim have? Like, are the computers
Madison, they
similar?
lost on the last play.
Oh.
Not what we're looking
Sorry,
for.
Paul, not to cut you off.
No, you did not cut me off. Copilot looks at 27-20,
but
he thinks the Patriots are going to do the possessing of the ball.
Yeah,
not
that's
not
what
the
Copilot
Chargers.
thinks.
Interesting.
Here's a quick, just a couple
Patriots
sentences.
are really good in time of possession
Sure.
too. I think they're top 10.
Yeah. Just a quick overview. New England dictates the tempo early, absorbs the Chargers' counterpunch after halftime, and then closes the game with a clock draining execution in the fourth quarter. So there you have it, folks.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
Microsoft Copilot, take us home.
All right, I like
You
it.
were just tired of me answering all the questions.
Well, I couldn't think of a great question. Maybe you could think of what would be a great question, Paul, regarding maybe the Chargers or playoffs or Patriots. I tried a number of different things, and nothing really struck my fancy or applied to Drew Bledsoe, frankly. That would have been in your wheelhouse.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't play the Chargers in a playoff game when Drew was there.
No.
Those the
63,
two that they played
06, 07.
06, 07 with Brady.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And then, is there another one? Yeah,
18.
the one in 18. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. 855-PATS-500 is the hotline. Podcast at patriots.com is the email address. I want to remind everyone to subscribe to the newsletter, patriots.com/PU newsletter. Haven't done that in a while. I haven't promoted it in a while.
Yeah, do that.
Yep.
Starting off a new year. Also, the don't forget the not a rally tomorrow. What is it called?
Patriots All Access playoff
kickoff party.
Yeah.
Party down.
I missed live somewhere in the middle. Right?
Yeah, so if you're in the area
plaza.
tomorrow at 6 o'clock down in the plaza here at Gillette Stadium, we're going to have a live party. Giveaways. JetBlue is the sponsor. They're going to be giving away flights. That's pretty cool.
I'm going to try to win one of those.
Tickets to the game will be given away. There'll be all kinds of stuff. Then that leads into a live all-access show at 7. That'll be at the same stage and also up at the Harp. So I'm sure Steve Burton will be there and Rochi from BZ and Mike Reese will be there and Paul Perillo will be there.
Will you go out and speak with your fans, Paul? Will you man of the people, or are you going to be
autographs,
I will be wherever they tell me that I need to be.
It'll be a cavalcade of stars.
Also, Logan Mankins and Ninko have been added to the list.
Yes.
Yeah, in
Since
addition to Vince Wilfork.
I believe I will be chatting with Logan.
Okay.
He's my guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You guys going to talk a little Fiend?
I don't know if that'll
high school
make
football.
it in.
So if you're in the area, 6 o'clock tomorrow, all are welcome. No parking fee, no ticket to get in. Just come on down.
And the weather looks good. Looks unseasonably warm tomorrow.
Just like today.
up into the 40s, mid 40s.
Yeah, I think I'll be there. Come find me. I'll be wandering around with my family.
Mike will
probably.
be the one heckling Paul.
I'll be
so
like,
you want to be there for that.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what he's talking about.
I should be on All Access.
Did I do that bad last week?
All right. Back to the phones. Let's go to Georgia. Smitty, what's up?
Georgia.
Smitty, in Georgia. Nope. Okay.
First call after the break's always tough.
I think he was just there.
Really?
Hung
Oh,
up.
well, too bad. Manny's in New Bedford. Hey,
He'll
Manny.
bring us back.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Why is Evan always running away? Every time I call in, Evan disappears. But,
Yeah. Oh, he's gotta be
real quick,
places.
guys. So I remember you guys talked about it yesterday that the Chargers are a really zone-heavy team.
Yeah.
And again, Drake May, excellent with the zone, excellent with the blitz, excellent with the man blitz.
Yep.
I'm not going to lie, I don't remember what game it was, but he was having a hard time picking up, like, the zone blitz a little bit. And then my next question would be, with this, again, I know Matt Collins, again, really big target, so he was excellent with zone. Does that have an impact on how they game plan this? Do we see more of Austin Hooper in the pass game? I'm curious to know your thoughts. I'll take it off there. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Thanks, Manny.
Yeah, it's like smarts, knowing where to be. I mean, I'm not saying I think he's wrong. I just don't know about that Matt Collins thing. I always just saw Matt Collins as more size and catch radius, whether it was man or zone. So I wonder about Pop Douglas, though. And I honestly wonder about Chisholm, and are they going to continue to use him in a blocking role? And what's his awareness in zone kind of like? He hasn't played a lot this year, but, could that be, a guy that maybe has a couple catches because he can find some holes?
I liked Evan's suggestion that you might get a couple of chances to take some deep shots with Kyle Williams and Booty.
Yeah.
And I think if you can hit one of those, like Evan was talking, I think that really affects the way Jesse Minter has to respond to that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could open up a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Jack in Ann Arbor, knowing what you know now, if the 24 draft were held today and the Patriots had the number 1 pick, whom would you select? I would select Drake May. Caleb Williams is not accurate, and May is almost as athletic as Williams. Jaden Daniels is uber athletic, but he's also fragile, and his playing style makes him susceptible to injury. Yeah, I would definitely take Drake if I knew then what I know now.
But if you knew then what you knew then.
I'd probably stick with May because he's our guy.
Yeah.
But it's
hard not to say Caleb Williams.
That would be a coin flip.
Yeah.
I think Caleb Williams is terrific.
If the Patriots had the number 1 pick in 24, who do you think they would have picked?
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams, probably so.
Yeah.
I think the bigger question, if they had lost the last game last year, what would they have done? Would they have taken Will Campbell 1 overall?
That's
would they
where
have
I
been
thought
able
he
to
was
trade
going
down?
with
Or?
it. Is that question? Because I think that's a much more interesting. So they would have taken Drake May. Like, okay, they have Drake May. So, what would they have done if they got the number 1 pick last year?
Yeah.
Right.
Would Tennessee have
I think they
traded
could have done
up?
a number of different things, including that.
Yeah.
Which I think probably would be the answer. Someone would have been trading up to get Cam Ward.
Yeah.
And then what can you
Trade
get
down,
for it?
take
Yeah.
Campbell still.
And try to get Will.
Question for the show. I'm not sure if is being serious here. Brendan in Edmonton. Is this a must-win game for the Patriots? Of course it is. If you don't win, you go home.
Playoffs.
It doesn't get more must-win than when you're in the playoffs.
So true.
Are you joking? Maybe he means like overall, like for the franchise, is it a must-win? In that case, I would say no.
as much as any playoff game
I think
is.
he's having fun and making a joke, but he might be talking like that, Fred, like you were talking yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, is it a success?
Right.
Where do you go from here and all that stuff?
Sweet Kid writes in. What's up, Sweet Kid?
Sweet Kid.
Melvin.
It's a sweet
if we tighten up defensively in the red zone, we should win. I feel both offenses will stall in the red zone, but Patriots prevail 2017. Let's score first and make them chase.
I think your red zone thing that's relevant. This is, the Patriots have struggled in the red zone, and the Chargers offense has struggled in the red zone. So who wins that matchup could be very important.
Yep.
I think the Chargers are something like 40-some-odd% offensively, 47%, I think, offensively in the red zone. Patriots allow like 68% touchdowns.
Yep.
If the Patriots can win that battle and make Mike's guy, Dicker, the kicker, kick field goals,
So,
That's huge.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that is something I think worth bringing up, though. Is Dicker's a good kicker. I mean, if it comes down to that, I mean, they might have the slight edge. Again, I don't know exactly what his splits are. If I mean, it doesn't sound like weather's really going to be a factor. It doesn't even sound like cold is really going to be a factor. It seems like it's going to be pretty seasonable, but he's a good kicker.
Spencer writes in, I went to dinner with Niners fans last night, and I agree with the caller. They're heated at the Patriots being good. I'd say 75% of fans nationally still hate the Patriots.
The Niners. Oh, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's no one that hates the Patriots. I'm just saying I don't think this right now they're America's sweethearts.
Yeah,
I think people are in love with Drake May.
I think the only thing holding that back right now is the MVP debate, and that there's there's just some camps that people are, and and I respect the,
I just think
the choice,
this is
but
an example of the world has to revolve around us.
All right. Well,
and I just don't really see it that way.
That's right.
It does.
It doesn't revolve around the 49ers.
We're the hub of the universe, Paul.
Yes.
Don't you know?
We call it the hub.
Yes. Don't you know?
The hub.
Let's see. Let's get back to the phones. Todd and Gardner is giving it another shot. What's up, Todd?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I think if we can get 2 touchdowns from the combination of our outside guys, Williams and Boudet, we'll win going away. Otherwise, to quote a wrestling term from the 70s, I think Fred uses this term too, it'll be a slobber knocker, and I have no idea. But we need to get the outside guys going.
Okay.
What do you think? Cheers, guys.
I think,
I don't care who scores the touchdowns. Like if
Just
they
score
score,
'em.
if they score touchdowns and they get the lead, they play from the lead. I think that's their formula for success.
But
That's what they've done all year. If Hunter Henry catches 2 touchdowns instead of Kyle Williams and Booty catching, that doesn't
Well,
matter to
I
me.
mean, okay, but let's look at it a little bit more, microscopically. If the 2 people who are scoring touchdowns are Booty and Williams, is that opening it up for other things? Because you're hitting on the outside.
It could be.
Yeah, it could be. What do you think's more likely? The Patriots win by 2 scores or the Chargers win by 2 scores?
Oh, Patriots.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's on that. Didn't even hesitate.
What do you think?
I think it would be more likely for the Chargers to win by 2.
Really?
Wow.
Collapse.
What?
I think if we're gonna lose, it would probably be like that. I don't know though, and this is based on no stat. This is based on no. It's just all how I feel.
Yeah.
Feel.
No, I get if the Patriots lose, you think they'll probably lose going away. But I think the way you asked it, what's more likely? Patriots win
The
by 2
Chargers by 2
touchdowns or the
scores or
Chargers
the
by
Chargers?
2? I think the Patriots by 2. Oh, no, you asked the question. And Fred and I rarely
Patriots.
are on the same page. We
You
both say
didn't even
Patriots
pause.
immediately.
It's hard to imagine that. I don't know. I just see like a shootout in a close game.
That's
That's
kind of
what
how
I
I'm
kinda
looking
see
at it.
too.
I think,
That's-
Alex,
yeah.
you and I have the same score. I know that's
Yeah, we
that's-
did.
That's
Oh.
like a half hour away.
Teasing our show.
But if it were to be a 14-point spread, I think chances are the Patriots would be the team that wins by that because they're at home. Chargers history and the Felger and Maz like warm weather team coming.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that all those things are going to be a huge factor, but I've been wrong at pretty much every step of the way this season.
Yeah.
So if the Chargers come here and melt, I'll have to go in on Wednesday and take my medicine from those 2 bozos and say, hey, you guys were right. This game wasn't competitive.
Cody's in Fresno. What's up, Cody?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Hugely excited for the game this weekend. I think
Yep.
ultimately we're gonna crush the Chargers about 35-21. And I know the MVP discussion has been beaten to death, but the one thing I haven't heard, and maybe you guys have, is the focus of the value financially. When we look at Drake May and Stafford, the 2 contenders, and we're splitting hairs here when we're talking about the stats, but how can you overlook May's impact on his rookie deal? I mean, any team, any owner would kill to have May.
Sure.
And would allow that team so much success in the future. So I think looking at the value, I mean, there's no discussion. May is the best.
Yeah, there you go. Cody, you're in
So that's all I
Fresno.
got, guys.
You're in Fresno. How close is that to where the Super Bowl is going to be in Santa Clara?
Oh, we're about 4 hours away.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be
I
busy.
should have known
It's gonna
that.
be crowded. I know the state's going to be huge. Everything's going to be buzzing over here, so I'm excited.
Okay. We'll see you there. Cody in Fresno.
I would just say that like a contract doesn't have anything to do with who wins
Value,
MVP.
no.
That's not.
I mean, if you're just talking about value
No,
in
but
terms
you're
of
talking about-
dollars, of
but
course.
people-
but that's not
but
part of
people
the
with
equation.
MVP votes aren't
Yeah.
thinking about that.
Yeah.
No, nor should they.
Yeah. No. Smitty is back in Georgia giving it another try. What's up, Smitty?
Smitty.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm an original season ticket holder from back in the day when my dad and I had to buy stock in Sullivan Family Trust in order to get season tickets. I don't know if you remember all that.
Yeah.
Fred, you do, right?
Sure.
Yeah. My question is, yesterday's injury report, it showed that half of the Chargers team had hamstring injuries. If that was the case, why aren't they firing their conditioning staff? And number two, is that something that the league allows, or is that just Harbaugh, coming up with some sort of conspiracy and trying to, make the Patriots think that something's up? I don't know. I've never seen something like that, but if you look at the injury report, everyone had hamstring injuries.
Okay.
Is that allowed? Does the league allow that?
Are you allowed to have a hamstring injury?
No, he means like messing
but
with the injury. Like,
But like, what evidence do we have that they're messing with the injury report?
Same injury.
Yeah. No, I think.
I mean, they have a large. I'm just going to call it up here. They had a lot of guys on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They had 13 guys on the injury report.
How many have hamstrings?
Yeah, how many
5.
of them had
5 out of
hamstrings?
13. I mean, that's a lot, but it happens. I mean, there's been times here in the Patriots where you get a slew of a certain type of injury.
I mean, that's not an uncommon injury. I mean, it's not like
a lot of running.
But it's not like this, do you remember the year that Teddy Bruschi and Vrabel had that wrist bone? That I think it was a scaphoid injury. Like, I'd never heard that phrase in my whole life, that bone or whatever, and they both broke it in the same year. Was that a conspiracy that Belichick had? I don't know.
No, I don't think there's any advantage there, Smitty.
I don't think there's an advantage to having your guys not being able
Thanks,
to practice
Smitty.
in the week that the game is being played. I don't think there's an advantage to that. Like, Omarion Hampton has an ankle injury. I'm going to guess that Jim Harbaugh is not thrilled about that.
And here's the thing: it's hard to screw around with this these days, Smitty, and anyone else, because these practice tapes can be audited. And like if you say a guy had limited participation, the league can look at your practice tape and say, "Huh, he was there the whole time."
Yeah, and 3 of those guys didn't practice at all.
Right. So if they were out there, then the Chargers could get in trouble. So the league goes to some pretty great lengths to make sure that teams aren't screwing with that practice report.
Yeah, I just don't
Yes,
see-
a lot of it has to do with gambling.
And I do. I don't doubt that teams try to like tinker with the injury report here and there. I think all teams do. But I don't necessarily think it's an advantage. I don't think they're trying to put one over on the Patriots or whatever. Like, Patriots don't look at a guy who was limited in practice with a hamstring and say, well, cross him off the list. Maybe if a guy's in concussion protocol and he hasn't progressed to the first step, you might say, well, it doesn't look like he's going to play.
be interesting to see what their injury report looks like today.
Yeah, guys get healthy.
As opposed
should
to the
mention,
Wednesday.
Dante Jackson was limited too yesterday with his injury.
He's good to go, evidently, according to people with the Chargers. But Hampton is not going to be 100%.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a rookie not practice the week of the game and have him be 100%.
Yeah, it's gonna be that.
So I'm sure he'll play, but he's not going to be fully ready.
Get ready for that little Vidal, that little guy
who's been hurt and didn't play in the game against the Broncos, coming off of a neck injury, and now he's going to try to play. They're already out. The other guy's out. Najee Harris.
Mhm.
He's been out for most of the year.
Yep.
So this is.
That's what I was
Get
talking.
ready for the divisional game.
As Evan and I were walking out during the break, we just said, they should come out with like a run heavy. Like they should test the Patriots' run defense, and Evan has been making the point that they don't run the ball a lot. I mean, I think he said like a 30% run team. But if I were the Chargers, I'd want to test this Patriots' run defense. You talk about sustaining drives. That'd be a good way to do it.
Cam's in North Carolina. What's up, Cam?
Newton?
Cam.
Calm.
Is this our Cam?
It's Cam Newton.
Cam, a lot of people sleep at the phone here.
Cam.
How about Connecticut? We'll go to Sal. How's the pizza? What's up, Sal?
Hey,
how are you guys?
Hey.
Let me take out the speakers about that. First of all, great show. But one comment and one question. Paul, you talk about the schedule being we only had so many opponents that were over 500. We've had 13 or so opponents, and if part of the reason that some of these opponents, and many of them are under 500, is because the Pats beat them. So I mean, I think when they start looking at schedules, it's better to review where they would have been had the Pats not succeeded as they did against them. I think their schedule was not strong, but I don't think it was necessarily.
It was the weakest
horrible.
since the merger in the history of the league.
I believe that, Paul. But going into the season, you look like, for example,
No, that was Alex's point. You didn't think that going into the season that some of the teams that were terrible were going to be terrible, like Cincinnati and Baltimore. I think Alex brought that up. Yeah.
And I think Alex is correct. But at the same time, you look at you said under 500. You look at the NFC South. We swept that division, and they're all 8-9. 3 of them are 8-9.
And it's the worst division in football. I mean, it is what it is. I just don't why. Oh, I don't know why. Evan is so right. Like, I don't know why this triggers people.
Sal, don't
just be happy.
Yeah, don't
be
let
happy
people,
that you won 14 games.
Don't let people get to you about the schedule. Don't worry about it.
I keep telling everybody the same thing that you just said.
We're good. We're
Right.
not flukes.
What are you watching? You're watching a team that is good every week. Your quarterback is the MVP. What do you care that people are talking about the schedule?
Don't let them get to you, Sal.
I don't really get it. I don't know. I'm with you, Fred.
Listen, love the haters, I guess, I suppose. But one just question, I'll take it off the air, is I think it would be optimal for the Pats to have the Jaguars lose to the Bills so we don't have to go to Denver, because that place is a house of horrors for the Patriots. Any other combination that includes us going to Denver, I think ends with us losing in Denver.
Oh.
Take care, guys.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks. Okay.
I'm actually working myself into the opposite.
Not afraid of Denver.
I'm rooting for Denver to beat Buffalo.
Oh,
if it comes to that in the second round.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Andrew in Ottawa. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, longtime fan. I'm just wanted to share a quick question and then a comment, and I'll take it off air. The comment, I guess, just to answer something, or just to reply to Paul from earlier. Just to be fair to the Jets, right? Like if the Madden ratings were a little better, I think they'd probably be doing better themselves too. So I guess we can't be too hard on them. But as for the comment, I got married a bit over a year ago, and my wife saw how much of a Pats fan I am. So she took a big interest, and we went through all the 3 games to glory tape there, and she's a huge fan now too. The reason I'm bringing that up is I just kind of told her, like, hey, my dream job after I retire, get out of the military here, is maybe I could do something at for the Patriots. And then because she saw the ring ceremony and stuff and how everyone's awarded, so I just told her I'm glad we got married. And that's not something I have to worry about, because I can't imagine a Super Bowl ring, being the first ring she got. So I guess just the last quick thing is what happens in this situation if it's not 3 games to glory? Is it going to be 3 games to glory plus 1 for this year?
Well, we'll figure something out. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
4 games to
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew.
Let's not reinvent the wheel here, right? 4 games to glory.
Yeah. Gandalf in the Shire writes in.
The Shire.
The Chargers have lost by 14 or more 3 times this year. Patriots have lost by 1 score every time.
Okay. Good stat.
3 times that they've lost.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would say though, if there was a 4 game to glory, that'd be pretty jam packed with a lot of stuff. Considering
Get a nice
all the
extended director's cut.
Be a lot in there.
Sure. Yep.
Forged in Foxborough.
Bart from Poland. Fun fact If the Patriots make the Super Bowl, the only possible matchup that wouldn't be a Super Bowl rematch would be the 49ers. The Patriots have faced all 6 other teams from the NFC in previous Super Bowls. Bears, Packers, Rams, Panthers, Eagles, and Seahawks.
That's a great stat.
Wow.
It is great.
I love that.
That's what happens when you're in a lot of Super Bowls.
Fred will get mad because you can't call it a rematch.
All right.
If only the Giants could have figured out a way to sneak in here, I guess.
That's a good stat, though. Thank you.
That is.
Speaking of trivia, Tyler in Georgia has some. Though the Patriots aren't playing Saturday the 10th, as that happens to be my birthday, I wanted to try and stump the crew with some January 10th trivia for a chance to win a T-shirt.
Deuce couldn't do it for me, but the listeners are coming through.
All right. The Patriots have played on January 10th 3 times.
Oh, boy.
With a 2-1.
I'm never going to get this.
Yes, you are.
With a 2-1 record. The first game was the divisional round of the 2003 season against Tennessee, with the Patriots winning 17-14.
Okay.
Who did they play in the other 2 games?
I'm going to say the Jets.
How do you know January 10th?
He says, I won't give the years because that would almost certainly give it away.
I'm going to say Jets.
In other words, these were very memorable games for
2010.
better or worse. It was the same opponent for both teams. Per the noted record, one of the games was a loss.
Not the
Denver.
No, it was Baltimore. Baltimore.
I was just thinking of teams they lost to in the playoffs.
09 and 15.
Okay.
So 09, it was the wild card loss. And 15, it was the double pass game. Right? Is that right?
Yeah, it would actually be 14. Yeah.
Yep.
14 season.
14 season, but it was in 15. Yeah.
And one other question. On January 10th, 1988, the actual day I was born, the Denver Broncos defeated the Houston Oilers 34-10 in the AFC divisional round. Where was this game played?
The Astrodome.
Even in the late 80s, Denver always played at home. And to anyone who points out how home field is determined in the playoffs, just go with the joke.
Let's pour on our part.
Very well done. That's a good job.
That was good.
Good job, you Miller.
One more call, and then we're going to get to picks. Goose is in East Boston. What's up, Goose?
Talk to me, Goose.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Bet you never heard that one.
I got a question about time of possession. I know a lot of the games the Patriots maybe even slightly struggled, and I think of the Bills game that comes to mind, even like the quick Travion touchdown. It felt like we just didn't have the ball as much, and I know the Chargers lead in time of possession, and I was wondering what you guys think are the keys to avoiding that from happening.
The obvious stuff.
Getting them off the field on third
down defense.
Yeah.
Getting some pressure. Taking advantage of that bad offensive line for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Little Ron Torbert action, maybe.
I don't think the Patriots should be concerned
illegal
with
formation.
I think you can bank on that.
Little illegal formation, little offensive tackle lined up off the line of scrimmage by 1 millimeter.
On a 31-yard catch for Quentin Johnston.
I think we're
illegal formation.
I'm not worried about time of possession in this game.
No.
I'm worried about if they possess the ball,
And
once
score.
they get close, keeping them to 3.
Yeah.
Red zone defense.
See, I worry a little about time of possession only because if it shortens the possessions, that keeps the score down. I think the Patriots
score. You'll see my score.
Yeah.
I think the Patriots are more comfortable the higher the score gets, and I don't think the Chargers feel the same way.
All right. Well, thanks, Goose. Thanks for the call. It is that time of the week. And we're going to have our season-ending standings.
So you didn't have to rush through this. Now, obviously, there's a lot less games to
That's true.
to pick.
We don't have
more
to
time
hurry
on each
today.
game.
We
But
don't.
I will allow you to take your victory laps, those of you that
What?
are in
Oh,
line
me?
to do so. So the last week of the season, which we all acknowledge is very difficult, Alex and Mike were 9-7.
Look at you.
Evan, Paul, and Fred were all
Who
8 and
is
8.
he?
So the final overall standings, Alex, by virtue of her 1-win advantage in Week 18, 174, 97-1. Fred, 173, 98-1. Paul was third, 167, 104-1. Mike, 163, 108-1. And Evan, the ball knower, 161, 110-1.
Love to see it.
With the spread, which is, as Fred likes to say, where the men are separated from the boys. Paul, 11-5.
You did it.
Wow.
What a comeback.
Amazing.
What's a better comeback? Atlanta, Patriots Super Bowl, or Paul this year?
I think we have to put that in co-pilot
We'll debate it
for next week and see
Embrace
what they come out
debate.
with. Alex and Evan 8-8, Mike 7-9, and Fred.
Ooh, Fred.
6-10.
Oh.
I beat you by 5 games, Fred, in the last week, but it wasn't quite enough.
Wasn't enough.
I had dug too deep of a hole.
Yeah.
Fred 143, 125, and 4. A very, very good record with the spread.
Show him what he's won.
2 games back. Paul 141,
Well, listen,
127, and 4. Evan, the ball knower, 135, 133, and 4. So the 3 of us made a little cash.
Yeah.
A little kashish.
And
Alex, 132, 136, and 4. Nothing to be ashamed of.
I fell apart with the spread about
right around
halfway
the
through the
500
season.
mark. A solid, only 4 games under 500.
I'm ashamed
But I
of
want
it. Last
everybody-
year we were all above 500.
Freddie, which
significantly.
one? Where's my 1? Okay, there's my 1. I want everybody to listen to this.
Oh my God.
Because I think this is extremely difficult to accomplish. Over the span of 18 weeks of football, Mike Dussault picked every game with the spread and finished 114, 154, and 4.
Yeah,
it's good. Because
Let
it's
me
so
repeat
bad.
that for those of you in the back that may not have caught it. 114, 154, and 4.
Stay away from that app.
So you watch who you watch who you heckle
Stay
on
off
Friday night, my
DraftKings,
friend.
Stay off the
That's why
Polymarket.
you're not access.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. But again,
All right. So now it's a clean slate.
Yeah.
Who will emerge in the playoffs?
0-0.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank God.
And
Mike.
you can
mindset,
see,
guys.
You can see I've wiped the slate clean. Everybody's 0-0 for everything in the playoffs.
Okay. All right. So
we start anew.
As Paul said, there's not as many games, only 6. So we can take our time with each one and give really in-depth analysis.
I printed out some things to do analysis.
I'm just going to take the Belichick route and just say whatever my wife would come up with.
Oh. All right. So we start with. Wait a minute. How do they do this?
The Rams.
Why do
Carolina
they
should be
have
the
no?
first
But
game.
they have the Sunday game first on NFL. What are they doing here?
What are
they
you
doing?
doing?
All right, we're going to start with Saturday. We're not going
Saturday,
and that's at 4:30. It's the Rams at 12-5 against the Panthers 8-9 on Fox.
The Rams by 10.5.
10.5, Charlie. Okay, yeah. That hasn't moved. All right. So of course the Panthers won 31-28 earlier this season. This will be a rematch, but the Rams have won 2 of the last 3. I'm just going to read off this sheet and maybe it'll help me. Sean McVay has 100 career wins as a head coach. 1 of 3 to do so all time prior to turning 40. All right, enough with this. I'm going to take
Sounded like the ESPN pregame show right there.
I'm going to take the Rams and I think Carolina's a nice story. They snuck in, they won the bad division, but I think it's all over. And I think the Rams, veteran team, they're going to blow doors. I'll lay the 10.5.
I felt like the Rams were going to cover all day, and now Deuce is predicting this as well.
Yeah,
so I
right.
have a little pause
Give you
now.
pause. Do the opposite. You'll probably be right.
Now you're getting mocked.
I'm in your head.
Yeah.
I think what the Panthers did is very commendable and very cute. It's
back into
great
the
for
playoffs?
them to build on in the future. Rams roll.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I will take the Rams both ways too. I feel like they sort of managed themselves down the stretch after that Seattle loss on that Thursday night, kind of trying to keep themselves healthy. Maybe Devontae Adams ready to return for this playoff game. They do remember going to Carolina and turning the ball over a slew of times. I think they had 4 turnovers in that game. One of them was a pick 6. I don't think those things happen this time. And I think they need to do something, Fred, the NFL. I don't think it's a good look to have the home team being underdogs by 10.5 points in a playoff game. If you can't finish 500, you can't make the playoffs. This division nonsense needs to go. But I will take the Rams both ways.
Did Cam Ward die or something?
Cam Ward?
Oh, who's the
He's not in the playoffs.
Who's the quarterback for the
Bryce
Panthers?
Young?
Bryce Young. I get them mixed up.
This is the guy who led the league.
This is Freddie Fields.
But like,
This is Freddie
I'm
Fields.
surprised in the playoffs that the spread is this much. Panthers or no Panthers, I think they cover. Rams win, but I think the Panthers cover at home. Playoffs, everybody's going to be up for this game unless there's a slew of injuries I don't know about in Carolina. No,
those just the regular players they have every week.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers covering here, and I'll be right. Let me tell you.
You might be. Who knows?
Let me tell you. All right, Saturday night, 8:00, and I can't see. Is this on Amazon?
I believe it is.
Yeah,
It's Amazon.
This is an Amazon game. The 9-7-1 Packers are at the 11-6 Bears.
Green Bay by 1.5.
It's a big game. I saw my buddy Kyle Brandt talking about it. He's a Bears fan, and he just was talking about how the Packers have just crushed the Bears over the last, whatever it's been, 20-plus years. And it's a real chance for the Bears to change that narrative. And I think they do. I've been a Packer fan in recent years, but they're so inconsistent. And there's something that tells me that Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams are going to let it rip. And, with no Micah Parsons there for the Packers, I think that really hurts them. So I'm going to take Chicago to win. And you say 1.5? Yeah, still 1.5. Yeah, I'll
Green
lay
Bay's
that.
favored.
Sorry, I'll take the 1.5 for Chicago, please.
Bears upset.
Yeah, I'm going to take
Upset.
the Bears too for a lot of the reasons Mike said. The Packers really got hit late, including Jordan Love.
Yeah,
and
he hasn't played since December 20th, I think.
Parsons, obviously a huge loss. I think the defense has taken on water a little bit since he went out of the lineup. I'm a little worried about how Chicago handles this. We talked a lot about Drake May's first playoff game. This is Caleb Williams' first playoff game. He's had a bad tendency this year of really slow starts and building holes and having to climb out of them. I don't think that's a good formula for success in the postseason, so I do worry about that. But I like the Bears at home, and I will take them to win.
If I was a Bears fan, I'd be up in arms. What? I know it's only 1.5, but what an insult. After the year they've had to be dogs at home against the Packers, what an insult. Because really, it's 4 points.
What do they know, Fred?
Usually get 3.
What do they
They
know?
know nothing in this one. This is just bad. This is just a money thing, I think. So the Bears win. Bears win. It's this. What an insult to the Bears.
Consensus upset.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of road favorites this week in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well,
4 out of the 6
Just
road
kind of
favorites.
the year it's been.
Yeah. So I'm with you, Bears fans. You're going to beat the Packers. All right. So that's the Saturday games. Now we move to Sunday, and it's 1:00.
Yep.
And we are watching CBS because the Bills at 12-5 are playing the Jaguars at 13-4.
I can't wait for this.
Buffalo by 1.5.
This is a really tough game for me to pick.
This is my toughest game.
Yeah,
of the week to pick.
I have a lot of respect for Josh Allen. I think they feel the opportunity right now to go on a run, but I just think their path is so difficult. They're going to have to go to Jacksonville, to Denver, maybe to New England. It's really tough. And I think Jacksonville, I think Trevor Lawrence just won Player of the Month, and he deserved it. They're playing great. It just seems to me like I don't know if Buffalo's going to do it.
What did you say the spread was again?
1.5. Buffalo by 1.5.
Yeah. I've been kind of in my mind just thinking Buffalo all week, and now when I really look at this game, I'm going to take the Jaguars. I'm going to take the Jaguars at home.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. And is that it for McDermott if the Jaguars win?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yep.
Another one. 9.
My heart says Jags. My head says Buffalo.
So
I'm going to go with emotion. I would love to see the Jaguars beat the Buffalo Bills.
you're going to go with your heart.
Yep.
Listen,
the
to
heart
the heart
takes what the heart wants or whatever it
takes.
I don't know what
the
heart
We'll figure it out.
I just think Jacksonville is entering the playoffs in a much
They're
better
just so
position. They're healthier. The Bills are beat to crap. I don't know what Josh Allen's going to look like. He'll probably benefit a little bit from not having to play that last game with that injury, but I don't think you just magically have 1 week off and you're okay.
Yeah.
He's the whole team, and I don't think he's 100%. I'll take the Jags.
Interesting.
I also want this for Jacoby.
Yeah, I'll take the Jags. I think they're a better team.
Doesn't care about Jacoby.
I guess not.
I don't. I mean, I love Jacoby Myers, and I love
Mr. Myers, if you're listening.
Yeah, more importantly, I love Mr. Myers.
Yeah, I'm sure he's still listening.
But if the Bills were healthy, I'd be taking the Buffalo,
Yeah.
even though Jacoby Myers is on Jacksonville.
I hope you guys are right.
Yeah.
I really do. But I'm going with the Bills here because I foresee a Bills-Denver showdown. And I've felt that. I've seen it.
manifesting
it's
it.
going to manifest itself. Yeah.
The prophecy.
I mean, taking the Patriots out of it, for me, I think Jacksonville might be the best team in the AFC right now.
Yeah. Well, okay. I hope, but like I said, I hope I'm wrong. I hope you guys are right. I'd love to, have the Bills' window slammed shut like that.
Yeah, well, there's probably going to be some changes.
Yep. All right. Now we go to 4:30 on Sunday, and we're on Fox. We've changed our televisions to Fox. It's the 49ers at 12-5 at the Eagles, defending Super Bowl champions at 11-6.
Philadelphia by 4.5. The first home favorite.
That is, that's interesting.
Yeah.
How's the health on this one? In this one for the 49ers?
The 49ers have beat to crap all year.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's one of the best coaching jobs Shanahan has done.
Yeah. But right now,
keeping
how are
it
they?
together. Tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so hard for me to get behind that Philly offense especially watching that Bills game where I'm like, you guys can't move the ball in the second half. I'm going to go San Francisco with the upset on the road. Brock Purdy. Champs are out.
Me too, even though I hate how many upsets I've picked. Philly just seems like it's bad vibes right now. Real bad vibes.
I do worry a little bit about that because Philly they don't seem right. I think Philly's a vastly superior team, and I'm going to take them to win the game. I will take the points. I'll take the 4.5. Maybe it's a field goal game. Maybe the Niners score late. But I think you guys are right. I think the Niners have an opportunity to go there and win. I had my eyes opened by what Seattle did to San Francisco, and I think Philly can do the same thing. I think Philly's defense is pretty formidable, and I think that you can defend the Niners right now. Trent Williams worries me too. If he's not back, I'll take Philly to win the game at home, but San Francisco to cover.
What do we know about Trent Williams? Because that's huge.
I don't know. Did you look at the injury report? I don't know. You have like a computer.
But don't you talk to people?
I don't talk to people about the Philly San Francisco game.
No. Maybe I'll get a text, but
I think this has been a really, really good job done by Shanahan. Really impressive what Shanahan has done. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. They lost another linebacker last week whose name is escaping me. Hufanga, one of those guys. They have been really decimated with injuries all year long. Trent Williams in and out of the lineup is a huge difference for them.
Yep. I'm going to go with Eagles.
He's ready.
And I'll hedge my bet. I'll say the 49ers cover the 4.5, but yeah.
Who are you rooting for in that one?
49ers all the way.
I mean, I can't do that.
Why not?
Because I don't like the 49ers.
Why don't you? What did they ever do to you?
When I was a kid, they dominated.
Yeah.
So?
I'm just like everybody else.
So you must hate Dallas.
Yep.
You hate the Steelers.
Yep.
You hate the Raiders.
Yep.
You hate the 49ers.
Yep.
You hate the Giants.
Yeah. Nah, I don't really hate the Giants. They didn't dominate. Yeah. They had a couple of good runs.
How about the then Redskins?
You missed one. The Dolphins.
I said Miami. I know you hate Miami, Paul.
Yeah.
Yes. Redskins. Yes.
Okay.
Them.
All right.
There was the teams that won all the time.
I know.
When I was
but
a kid.
I didn't hate them.
Well, because you were probably a fan of them each time they won.
No,
a long time to harbor so much hate in your heart.
That's poor to me, Paul. That's poor to me.
I agree, and that's what you do.
That's poor to me. All right, now we're going to skip over Sunday at 8 o'clock, and we're going to move to Monday night, which to me is a travesty, an abomination. It's abhorrent. To have a Monday night game in the playoffs.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
I think this is stupid. But anyway, I guess the alternative is have 3 games on Saturday, and they don't want to do that.
Can I ask you a quick question, though? Will you be that upset about it Monday night when you're like,
no,
I want to watch it. I got a game.
I'm looking at it from the perspective of the teams that have to play.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
Fred's altruistic.
Yeah, because I agree 100%.
So big of him.
But I feel like, especially if the Patriots win, and it's
more
like,
football.
Let's go, let's see.
Yeah, more football. Yeah. So
I'll take your word for it. I may not even watch a play of that game.
What?
Yes, you
it's
will.
Aaron Rodgers,
I'll tell you, I'm going to watch the Green Bay Chicago game.
Okay.
Is it on a streaming service?
My New Year's resolution was
That's the
to
only way
make
he won't
Paul a
watch it, if
fan
he
of the
can't figure it out.
Patriots. My New Year's resolution is to make Paul a fan of the NFL.
You can't make me watch. See, I would want to watch the Buffalo-Jacksonville game.
I thought Eric had left the building.
And the San Francisco-Philadelphia game. Unfortunately, we'll be doing shows, and probably won't be able to see much of that. I don't really have for the streaming game. Yeah, we all know that. I'm out. In the Monday night game, you can't make me watch that Pittsburgh team again. Like I hate watching them.
painful.
It's awful. Now it's not only I don't like the Steelers. Now they have probably the most unlikable player who's played in the league in the last 25 years is the quarterback. Yeah. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
But you hate watch, Paul. You do what I do.
Getting all mad.
Football.
The helmet communication
If
was
the Patriots
off.
win, I will watch it just for professional because I am a professional, Fred.
You can hate watch Rodgers.
You scout.
No, I don't really hate watch a lot.
No, but it was fun.
That's surprising to me.
I like to root
I must
for a
say
team.
that's surprising to me.
It is.
I like to
think
root
he
for a
does.
team.
He does.
Didn't you love watching him lose his mind though when the communication wasn't going and he can't get the play and he was just so mad? Like I just love watching him get mad.
Yeah, like I was rooting for Baltimore to beat Pittsburgh, not hate watching Pittsburgh last week.
Me too.
And
Paul
I don't
watches
really,
what will
Houston-
make Patriots fans more upset. That's what I want to happen.
So so let's
What
do
can
that.
I argue with the listeners and Evan about?
I'm in. So what do we pick? What do we do?
For this one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like Deuce says that
Pittsburgh.
Jacksonville might be the best team
I
in the
know.
AFC, but yet you're like rooting. You're picking Buffalo. Like which one are you rooting for?
Who am I? I'm rooting for Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
Pittsburgh.
All right. So you're rooting for the best team to win.
Yeah.
If I were a Patriot fan and I thought that Jacksonville was the best team, I'd be rooting against them.
I would like to. I just
No, but Patriots fans are scared of Josh Allen.
Okay. I was told Patriots fans aren't as scared of him.
No, that's not. I don't know who
I believe he
I'm
made a
terrified of him.
declaration. Did he not?
Terrified. Keeps me up
Didn't
at
you
night.
open a show with the Patriots shouldn't be afraid of anybody?
They shouldn't be, but they are. And I try to get them off the ledge. I tried to talk them off the ledge. They shouldn't be, but they are.
Yeah.
Do you say the Patriots shouldn't be afraid, or the Patriots fans shouldn't be
Patriots
afraid?
fans shouldn't
the
be afraid.
Patriots aren't afraid. I mean, let's.
I was trying to give Fred an out.
They're not scared of nobody.
The Patriots themselves are not afraid.
No, this is all
Neither is
fans.
any of the other teams in the league.
And I hear it all the time on your shows, every show. We don't want to have anything to do with Josh Allen. Okay. Meanwhile, everyone here thinks the Jaguars are going to beat Josh Allen. So,
But I picked emotionally.
I think the Jags are going to beat the Bills.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything about Josh Allen.
well, he's on the Bills, Paul.
Yeah, I think the Jags have a better team than the Bills do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and Josh Allen can't overcome it.
I don't think you will. Not in his physical state.
There you go.
Not with a broken foot. that
All
I
right,
believe he's
Texans
playing with.
Texans. This is 8:15. Did we already do the picks for this one? No.
No.
You said Pittsburgh.
You,
sorry.
you talked about how it was an abomination, and then we went off the rails.
It was an abomination that they're playing on Monday night.
Plus, I'm
that you can't
I'm
wait
tap
to watch.
dancing because I'm killing time.
But you can't wait to watch.
I can't
It's an
wait.
abomination
Right.
that you can't wait to see.
Right.
Houston by 3.
Yeah, so
wow.
Like to
I think
Paul's
that's
point,
disrespectful.
I picked Jacksonville, so I guess in theory
to Texans.
You think they should be favored by more than 3
Yes.
on the road in a playoff game?
Yes.
In
Then something
Pittsburgh.
needs to be done about the way the NFL does playoffs.
Okay.
If you think it's an abomination that a wild card team is going on the road to play a division winner and they should be favored by more,
Yeah.
then maybe we should stop having the best of 4 teams be automatically in the playoffs and play at home.
Yeah. I think you reseed the whole. You just shuffle. You reseed the whole thing.
Like it's
Get
bad
rid
enough.
of the divisions.
It's bad
Get
enough.
rid of the divisions.
You just
Disregard.
You're just the best of 4 teams, and you automatically make the playoffs, but you get a home game.
Yeah.
I'm done with that.
I say get rid of the divisions.
I'm done.
You have the AFC,
Raj,
NFC.
Raj, we need to change this.
You know, get rid of the divisions. All right, keep going.
Houston by 3. Deuce.
Houston
you're
by
up.
3. So I've got the Patriots. Then are going to have to face Jacksonville, and I will take. I got to take Houston. I think they're the better team. I feel like Pittsburgh though is somehow going to like hang in there, and it's going to be close. And even as much as you
Not this time.
disparage them, they always seem to kind of hang around a little
Not
bit.
this
but
time.
I'm going to take Houston.
I'm going to take Houston. It's 3?
3 even.
Flat 3?
Flat 3.
Houston.
Yeah, I am with the group. I like the Texans. I could see Aaron Rodgers just throwing the ball to Kenneth Gainwell about 15 times in this game, and if the Texans just come up and tackle him, they will not be able to move the ball.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you right now, Texans win. Rodgers doesn't even finish the game, and it's not because of the score.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's not going to finish the game.
Nobody roots for injuries like Fred.
I'm not rooting for it. It's just going to happen.
It's going to be Will Anderson.
And then we never hear from him again?
I don't know about that, but he's not going to finish the game. So there you go.
There you go.
All right, now we move back to Sunday at 8 o'clock. This is on NBC, and I'm sure the Peacock and Universo.
It's my favorite thing. You saying Universo. It makes my week every week.
The Chargers are 11-6, and the Patriots, of course, are 14-3.
Oh, Patriots by 3.5.
3.5. Oh boy.
It stayed exactly where it was Sunday.
It was
when
2.5
we did the
at one
post-game
time.
show.
It was 2.5.
Right now, I'm going to take the Patriots, of course. But I feel like this is going to be a roller coaster game. I was trying to think of a good little Fred thing of get your something ready to ride the roller coaster. And I couldn't come up with it quick enough.
It's amazing you couldn't get in his head.
Usually he's got some little story to lead you into it.
How could anybody possibly be able to predict that?
Right. Get in line early. He's letting us butcher his style. But I got to pick the Patriots.
You don't have to.
No, I got to.
You can
I got to because I think they're.
You can pick whoever you think is going to emerge victorious.
Don't let me twist your arm there.
I think the Patriots are. I'm going to stick, however, with the score that I picked. Oh, no, I'm going to change it a little bit just so I can pick the Patriots minus 3.5. But I'm going to say Patriots 34-30.
Ooh.
Yeah, one of those
If
back
that's
and
how it
forth,
goes, I'm gonna
last
throw up.
possession.
You know, when
last
you
stop.
do
I'm gonna
things
throw
like
up
that,
during the game.
that's how you finish 40 games under 500. Because
Well, I
you,
didn't wanna
pick
pick
a
the-
score, and then you say, well, I don't want to pick that score because that doesn't fit the spread, so I'm just going to change the score to shoehorn it in.
Right. Well, my original
Pick
score
what you think
was
is going to happen.
My original score was
He doesn't
33.
know.
Fine, I'll do it. 33-31. I'll stick with what I said
Give
on
him both.
Monday.
Give him both.
I got
We'll
you
see
down.
which
I
one.
got you down for the Pats to come.
But I really do think it's
I already
going
know
to be
Alex's
a very
score, so I'm going to write
very
her
close
pick in.
You know it. I forgot it. What did we have Monday?
Alex and I have the same score.
We've done
it was,
this a couple
It was extremely
times.
organic.
Yeah.
We've done
we
it
were
a couple
doing the
times.
show 31-27 Patriots.
Yeah, stick with it.
I feel like as time has gone on this week, I feel like the spread might be a little bit bigger than I'm saying. Maybe more of a full touchdown, but I'll stick with my score. I like to be consistent. I think there's too much offense, too much Drake May. I think he will answer any questions about his lack of postseason experience early on. They're going to get a lead, play the way that they've played so many games this year, and make the Chargers chase.
Okay.
But I do respect the Chargers. I think they're a good team, and I don't think that they'll just come here and lay down for them.
No. LeGarrette Blount said something that I thought was interesting when he was on the show this week. He said, what he told young players when it came to the playoffs is whatever you think is going to happen, it's not going to happen. It's always something different.
This is the lead-in story.
Yeah, it is. And this score came to me on Tuesday. It came to me. That's how it works, dude.
In a
Like
dream,
Moses
in a
on the-
vision,
Usually on his commute.
a daydream.
Starts hallucinating because he's been in his car.
Driving over the Sagamore Bridge.
Yes. It came to me actually during the show. I was just thinking about it, but I've held it until now. Patriots win, but the score is 24-19. 24-19. It's not the game we think it's going to be.
Wow.
It's going to be a tough, there's going to be some punting going on, field position. Yeah.
It's only one less touchdown that I picked.
Yeah. Well,
And I picked
don't
31.
ruin
you
it. Come
picked
on, he's doing
24.
a thing.
it's 24-19. This is going to
Don't let
be
the
one of
facts
those
get
games
in the
where
way, okay?
both teams kind of
Drake's
tighten up a
kneeling
little
on the
bit.
ball
Yeah.
inside the
They,
5.
they tighten up a little bit and they start playing field position. So
That would be unexpected.
that's right.
Yeah. So I think that matches your narrative.
Yeah.
Are you guys nervous?
No.
Nervous?
No, we're gonna.
You're not at all?
The beauty of this team is we'll beat you any way you want. We'll beat you any way you want to play.
I'm nervous
You
because I don't want it to
generally
end.
nervous?
Yeah, I have butterflies, and
Yeah.
it's days before.
Have you
No.
been with the team when we won in the playoffs at
No,
all?
Fred.
Oh boy,
My
there's so
last-
many of you.
No, I've never even seen
And
him.
that's what I'm
Never
sort
seen him
of
play.
I
rooting
covered
for.
Yeah,
18.
I want you people to
Me
experience.
too. I covered
yeah.
18 for Mass Live, so it's here. It's been misery.
Yeah.
Not with you guys.
Yeah, but it's
Love
different.
you guys.
Thanks a lot, Alan.
It's different when you're on the inside.
Misery.
No, it's so different. That's why I feel
Can't
so
believe I have to work
nervous.
with you
That's why I'm gonna cry if we lose. I'm gonna be so sad.
I'm going to have to try to find Alex if we lose.
It's okay. Come on.
Good thing you weren't here in 07.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to
I threw a
feel
tantrum
the
that way.
atmosphere
There was
here.
a member
my
of this
AIM
show.
away message was I went in 07 after that game.
Oh. There was a
That
member
was my
of this
first
show.
piece of sports writing on my.
What was it? 11. the Super Bowl loss in Indy against the Giants, sitting outside on the ground, outside of Lucas Oil Stadium, next to a trash barrel.
Who is this?
Just with his head down, distraught.
Who?
I don't want to say.
Somebody here?
It wasn't a member of the show. It was
Member of the
someone who
media?
used to produce the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's because he was drunk.
It may have been, but that's how distraught he was.
Wow.
All
I don't know
right.
if I could get there.
Well, listen, it's going to be a great weekend of football. I can't wait, even though I have to fit in errands somewhere over the weekend on Saturday because we're going to be here on Sunday. But everyone enjoy. Have a good time. We'll be back next week, win or lose. So we will see you next Tuesday. Pregame show, right?
Yeah, pregame show is 6:45.
6:45. All right. See you then.
Hey, this is Alex. Thanks for tuning into the show. If you really want to help us, make sure you like us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Also, make sure you follow us on the New England Patriots YouTube channel to see this show and everything else we do here at the Patriots. Thanks a lot.